Okay, so I don't know whether we have audio. So let's hope there's audio. How is everyone doing today? Chat should be there. Nice. Have we got functioning audio? I'm running somewhat extremely late and I brought a toothbrush that I never ended up using. So I want to know how everyone else's day is going because I'm still feeling a bit chaotic and I may or may not be applying makeup as I start the stream because I didn't want to be later than I already am. So don't mind me in the background just doing that. Audio is good, audio is great, extremely late. It's late. Okay, I'm working on it. It was a New Year's resolution to be less late. Also, I'm just gonna got 50 million things in my back. Fuck, I have acne cream. I was supposed to give it to a friend today and I just didn't. Ugh, I'm emptying out everything. Anyway, let's have a look. Shay Stream caught live. Oh, hi Kirby, how are you doing? This is such a rarity for us to be on at the same time. I'm emptying out my goddamn bag. What is it? I've got this book that I was meant to show a friend as well today, but I didn't end up showing them. It's a shark book. I love sharks. God damn it. Oh, the background. Oh shit. It's extremely messy. I am extremely sorry. Maybe I should have just been later. I should have been later. Woke up rotted, had brekkie with a friend. Oh, sounds nice. I said I would make it to the stream. Nice to see you. Give me a second. God damn. I honestly should have just been later because I didn't realize how messy all of this was. Because I was just focused on, okay, I've got to get here and I've got to get here on time because I felt really bad about it. But now I'm here, I kind of feel bad that the background's a mess. But yes. Stream is actually on time for me. Very nice. Also, I need to figure out what I'm doing in terms of streaming, in terms of the rest of the year, because I start uni soon. I need to figure out what day streaming works for me. I'm a bit anxious in terms of changing my days because I like being routinal, right? So I like having my Tuesday stream at 10 a.m. in the morning. But the thing is, I don't think I'll be able to do a Tuesday stream at 10 a.m. in the morning. Hence, I think I might have to move that, which doesn't make me the happiest, but I will. Also, yeah, we're doing my makeup on stream because I didn't do it prior and I kind of feel a bit odd without it. But yes, build a professional schedule. I'm guessing this stream's going to be yapping again. I could do Ori. I had a mini breakdown because my Ori save wasn't there and I was panicking and I believe that I screwed up the definitive edition with the regular edition. So hypothetically the Ori save should be there. Oh shit. What did I miss? See, I could do Ori. Do I kind of really want to do Ori? Not really, but I could do Ori. I would indulge. Oh my god. I do want to say, you know how I've yapped about these lip balms? I have so many of them. It's a problem. But yes. Hi, what's up? How are we all doing? God damn it. Build a professional schedule. I need to work on it. I haven't got any confirmation for my uni classes, and I have a weird caveat where I can't do, what is it? I need to keep Wednesdays or Tuesdays clear because I have my appointment. I have an appointment that day that has to be that functions bi-weekly, and I'm concerned about that coming in contact with my stream and then work, etc. So I'm trying not to catastrophize there. You really don't. if you don't really enjoy Ori, then there's no reason to play it. See, personally, I got into streaming because I wanted to game, right? Because I want to game with my friends, etc. But I'm at the point of realizing I don't even like gaming in the first place, so it feels very redundant that I have a really built-out PC that I don't game on. Sorry, give me a second. Jesus. It feels weird doing makeup on camera because normally it's just kind of done and everyone doesn't see it getting shoved on my face. I think that'll be fine. I need to call my uni tomorrow and figure out what units I need to do. You haven't done that, Nick? I swear I told you to do it earlier. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I still have to change my degree over. I'm in the wrong degree and I need proof of citizenship, right? But because my personal life's been up and down, I haven't had a chance to actually get my proof of citizenship. So my birth certificate, passport, etc. So I'm currently stuck in I'm probably going to be stuck in my current degree until I get to next semester at this point. I know I've had people remind me to change my degree over, but I haven't had the chance to. And also, I've been procrastinating on it a bit. It's not the world's worst problem because I'm taking the correct units for the classes that... I'm taking the correct units and classes that I need for the degree I want. But, I still need the correct title. But yeah. Oh, If Ari didn't save, want to sort it out on Saturday. Yeah, sure, 100%. Thank you for following. Oh, thank you for following, by the way. I do appreciate it. Also, I know it's not like the most consequential, amazing thing ever, but oh, sorry, I just smacked the mic around. But I dyed my hair again. Am I scared of it falling out of my head again? Kind of, but I'm really happy. I feel like my dyed hair looks quite nice. I had a friend ask me, "Hey Shay, why do you dye your hair?" And I've actually never thought about why I dyed my hair. I just like being interesting. It's not the most interesting. There are a ton of people with hair like this, but I know that I could never pull off like a whole, what is it? I couldn't be fully blonde or anything, so this is kind of my weird compromise. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the follow. But yes, the hair does look nice. Thank you. Now I'm just praying that it doesn't fall out. It's really dumb when I'm like, oh my god, I hope it doesn't fall out of my head. But literally, my dark hair, bleaching it that light, there's a good risk of it. Like, I'm genuinely scared of like someone tugging too tight on it and it just falling out of my head. I'm not even joking at this point. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna yap about shampoo for a second. If you have dyed hair, you have to buy specific shampoo, right? And for the price you pay to dye your hair, you might as well pay for the expensive shampoo. But like me sitting there and being like, do I really want to spend $36 on shampoo? No, I don't. But I do it anyway. And it makes me feel things. You've been remembering to braid your hair before sleep. So I'm supposed to, oh, thank you for the follow. You're meant to braid your hair before sleeping. So it's a protective thing, right? So braids have always been a protective hairstyle. When you have bleached hair, apparently for some hair types, it's recommended to braid it, as in just do a plait, so it just stays together and it's not rubbing against your pillow. I have been doing that. I've actually been doing that. I've been oiling the shit out of my hair, and I've been also braiding it up. I have also developed the habit of, because I can't wash it yet, because it hasn't been like 72 hours, I've been washing the top half of my hair. So I was in the shower this morning, and I was in the shower with the bottom half of my hair tied up, and then I was just trying to rinse off the top of my hair, which is really dumb, but it was effective because my hair does not look oily right now. So I'm very proud of myself. Oiling up your hair. Hey, imagine tugging. Hey, imagine someone tugging on it at all. Hey, I'm just saying, what if it gets caught in something, it just comes out? But yes, we're not going to talk about what hair tugging is. We don't need to dive into that hole, do we? You like my Bulbasaur profile picture? Ooh, who has a Bulbasaur profile picture? I'm missing out on things. But yes, you can get a satin pillow case to avoid friction when you sleep. I know, I've already got one. When I first got my hair bleached, I was at the point of paranoid because I was like, I don't want my hair to fall out of my head. So I did do as much like preventative stuff as possible. I've brought like the really dumb expensive like products. So like, yes, I have the K18 and the Olaplex and whatever, because I can't tell you whether it definitively works, but I'm paranoid to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to spend $100 so it doesn't possibly fuck up. But yes, long as someone brushes it carefully, it should be fine, right? Yes. Okay. So I actually had a friend was trying to like learn to do hair, right? Because he has short hair and he was trying to figure out how to brush long hair. If you're ever brushing long hair, fun tip, you start at the bottom. It's easier, tangles less if you start at the bottom and then move upwards. It's very interesting because it's like, it reminds me of when my dad first learned to like do my hair when I was growing up. And, you know, he's never had long hair before, so he's never had to navigate what to do with it. So it's very interesting to see how someone else would navigate, like, long hair. But yes. Oh, Moroccan oil. I love Moroccan oil. That is what I use on my hair. My mum swears by it. I haven't known anything different. I've used a few other hair oils, but most of the time when I'm not traveling and I'm at home, I always use Moroccan oil. See, the question about God, honestly, I'm non-religious, so to me, God is just kind of like a guy that some people believe in, and I don't really think I would ask him anything because he's not my type of guy. I only use Olaplex for hair repair, yeah. Also, if you have blonde hair, I heard that Olaplex can stain the hair more yellow, so I try not to use it. I use Olaplex, like, what is it? I use the moisture mask for Olaplex, and then I use the K18 hair mask as well. Please stop comparing me to your dad, Shay. When did I compare you to my dad? I don't want to think about how my friends are, like, compared to my dad. That makes me feel some kind of way, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. God damn. Oh, hydrate. Shoot. Give me a second. There's water in here. Cool. Love when that. Oh, shit. What is that? I just opened something. I saw a bunch of code and panicked. Okay, we have water. I feel like most of these people are 9 lol. I'm hydrating. I use oil on my ends. Same. What I'm currently doing is I split my hair and then I oil the shit out of the bottom of the hair and try not to touch the top. The top has been dyed. So the top isn't naturally black. It was dyed lighter and then I re-dyed it again to bring it black so the roots can come in naturally. I think it's doing pretty good. I use extra virgin olive oil. I've used extra virgin olive oil before when I've been caught in a bind. That's that's the realest thing I've heard you say. God is not my kind of guy. He's not really my kind of guy. Like, my parents never gave me like a baptism. They didn't give me like any type of ceremony. They gave me something called a naming day. I have no idea what it meant. But like, it was just a day to celebrate me with my friends and family. And they're like, yeah, like, we're not going to press religion on her. Like, my mother's kind of religious. I'm not religious. So yes, we did that instead. Do I need a list? Nine, are you talking about a list about how I've compared you to my dad before? I'm sorry. You give dad energy. I hate to say it, but you do remind me of your dad. My dad. Your hair looks good. Everyone on Twitch seems to have nice hair. I feel like it's a beauty standard. Is it weird to say that, like, anyone on social media, there's, like, a particular beauty standard that you kind of have to meet? So I'm not really surprised. But yes, as in, who are we talking about? Hello, how am I? I'm pretty good. I got up early. I went to the train station and I grabbed breakfast with a friend. I was supposed to borrow a book off them that I forgot. Like, I went all the way to see them to grab a book from them. Then I never, like, got the book in the end. And then I went to a friend's house. I rotted there for a bit and had a nap. And I felt really bad because their parents came into their room and I was, like, face first into their pillow sleeping, and I was like, oh, I feel really awful. And then, like, they came in when I was awake one time and I was like, I don't know how to make conversation because I'm, like, face first in their child's bed, like, kind of, like, drooling and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend to be asleep. My friend in front of their parent was like, hey Shay, are you awake? And I think they knew I was awake. They definitely knew I was awake. And I just kept, like, lying there dead because I really didn't want to say anything. And then from there I went to ice cream. I caved and brought a tub of ice cream because, you know, as one does, I love ice cream. Normally I'm like a vanilla ice cream person, but I caved and got raspberry sorbet and it was amazing, so now I have a tub of that. And I was also late to stream because I literally got home 4 minutes before stream started. I'm so sorry, I'm really bad at keeping track of chat when I'm yapping. Okay, let's have a look. But that's how I am. That's what I got up to. Sorry, Nick, been needing to write a lot of lists. My family religious, but I've had extremely touchy relationships with it. I feel like when religion becomes one of those things that's pressed upon you and you're not allowed to question how you feel about it, I feel like that's where you enter questionable territory with religion if you aren't able to question it or you don't have that space to, you know, question it. My hair frustrates me daily, but at least I have some. Mood. I agree with that, especially in the heat. When you get angry, what do you like to do? Sleeping, eat your favorite food, calling your best friend, talk to, watching I've got a question about that. I want to know about number 4. Why is that even a option? Anyway, there is a long list to do for Shay. Yes, I have a long to-do list. This is a consistent, like, ongoing thing with me and Nick, that I have a long to-do list, and I said I was going to get it done today, but I never got it done today because I fell asleep. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be really productive today, and then I never got to it, and I also haven't drunk the water yet, so give me a second. I need to get more water. I was too excited. I was like, I'm going to jump on stream really quick that I didn't get to the point of, like, trying to clean up. Like, what's on the couch? Oh, another Subnautica plush came in. Okay. We've got this dude and this dude. There's a third one coming. These were technically gifts that I'm waiting for all 3 of them to arrive before I can give them. But yes, another Subnautica plush came in, and I am very fucking tempted to try, like, casually clean. Or at least, like, shove things under here so you guys can't see it. Because it is genuinely messy, and I kind of get embarrassed by mess. So, oh shit. Give me a second. Sounds like you had a lot of fun in your day, at least. I think I did too. I had a pretty good day. Big stretch. Does it happen? Subnautica. Oh, Bladderfish. Yes. Subnautica is on mobile now? Really? This is common streamer behavior. What am I missing? Replying to, oh shit. What am I? We're meant to do it from 12, but she was sleeping. Shavy yapping. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna like subtly move this table so it sits behind the chair. I'm so sorry about sound. I'll shut the door. Normally I like to stream in comfier clothes, but I didn't get the chance to get changed. Also, I think moving the table behind the chair has made all the difference. Also, stretching. I have the lovely Sam, and Sam taught me how to stretch. In a way in which I can like stretch her chair. So we're just gonna. I forgot what it was. Is it like this? Stretching. I think this is the correct stretch. We're not. I meant to hold it for 15 seconds, but it feels very awkward to stretch for like 15 seconds. Also, like. I'm also not moving a lot, so it doesn't really matter that I don't stretch at all, to be honest. Give me a second. The fit is very nice though. Thank you. I had a goal when I wore this fit, and it is a very funny goal because I'm just a monstrous person. But I don't believe the goal was achieved. Anyway, Shay is really 5'3". Actually, I'm not. Okay, wait. Sorry, I click at you guys. Okay, I am not 5'3". Let's have a look at my full body. I am not 5'3". I am 6. Not 6. Shit, I wish I was 6 foot because I was having a conversation with someone about it earlier. I am like 5'2" with shoes. Currently, I'm probably about 5'4". 5'4" with these. Look how chunky they are. Currently like 5'4" with my shoes, but normally I'm like 5'2" with shoes. But yes, monstrous. You look tall on stream. I wish I was tall. I really do wish I was tall. It sucks. Can we lock in chat? What are we locking in for? What are we locking in for? What was the goal? Shay, do you not have sports or physical education class in high school? I did. And I actually played a sport for a good chunk of my high school experience. But I just don't anymore. Which is, I probably should. I followed Bix of the Boots. Yes. Oh my god, wait, can I yap about the shoes for a second? Okay, wait. God. Sorry, just taking my shoe off for stream. Okay, so these are my new shoes. Got them for Christmas as a gift. These are the Jadon Docs. I love them because they have a zipper, because I'm the laziest when it comes to taking on and off my shoes. Brown laces, because you can't really tell, but I thought they looked slightly different, and I love interesting. Also, look at the massive platform. These are massive. They give me like, maybe like 3 or 4 inches in height, which I love. Also, 9 helped me break them in. So, like, I was trying to break in, like, the toe of the shoe, and I couldn't get it to bend. I had to use, like, my whole body weight. Like, I would use a headwear, and then I would kneel on it. He bent it so easily, and I'm so fucking jealous, because I wish it was that easy for me to break them in. I'm currently, like, 3 blisters in, and, well, 3 blisters in on one foot. 3 blisters in on one foot, I'd like to preface. The other foot seems to be fine. But yeah, more or less. I'm loving them. They might be the chunkiest. How do you yap about boots? Because I really like them and they make me really excited. And also, I'm assuming that you guys aren't going to see like my feet again, so I'm just going to take them off because my feet are killing me. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting like a... Please don't say. Pretty sure I'm getting a blister on the other ankle because I haven't been band-aiding it. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm not getting a blister on this ankle, so I'm not going to band-aid it. I'm getting a blister on the other ankle. That was a bit dumb of me. But yes, this is how I can reach 6'1" with the right shoes. Much vibes from California. Thank you for your vibes. Me right now. But yeah, so that's how I'm going more or less. I honestly would have liked to be more prepared for stream, but I'm at the point of like, fuck it, we ball, and hopefully it shouldn't go too bad. What is it? I've got a shark book here. I'm trying to look for a few things because I've got everything. Oh shoot, I don't want to spill the water. Everything and everywhere. I think it's a Nintendo 64. Yes, okay. We do have a GameCube here, but that, I believe, is a Nintendo 64 controller, and we have a GameCube and Nintendo 64 on that shelf. They were brought back from Japan, I believe. This isn't where I normally stream. This isn't even my house. I'm here temporarily because I had some family issues, so I'm just not streaming at home for the time being. I was supposed to have, what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to give Nick a haircut, but that's kind of been put on the back burner until I am able to, you know, go home again. Sorry. Currently looking for something. Why do I have 2 hairbrushes? I'm so silly. God damn it. But yeah. Sorry. Is everything okay with family stuff? It's a bit complicated right now. I'm at the point of leaving before things get questionable and non-desirable. So I haven't been kicked out per se, but I'm just leaving well, it's not as bad as it could be, which is like, you know, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm okay with talking about it to a degree because I can't change some things. And of course, you guys are gonna like notice a difference if I'm like not at home streaming from the couch. So yeah, I might as well be transparent about it. It's a new thing I have going, transparency. But yeah, I'm put on the back burner quite frequent. I'm very sorry, Nick. I'm really, really, really sorry. Do you have hair, Nick? A non-American accent. I do not have an American accent. I would like to think I don't have an American accent because it'd be very questionable if I did have an American accent, considering I am not American. But yes, okay, shoot. I know how family woes be. Yeah. Oh, hi, what's up? I hope things are well for you. I think that will be fine. Everything's just going to blow over in a few days. I've decided to step back because I don't want to really be involved in things I don't really need to throw myself into. And I'm at the age where, like, if I don't want to be somewhere, I don't have to be somewhere. And I'm trying to embrace that energy more and draw lines with people that I don't want to be around. So, yes, Aussie accent, but not quite bogan. I mean, yes, how do I describe my accent? I've had a few people be like, oh, is she British? And it's like, no, I'm not British. I have a bogan accent sometimes. Like, when I get really pissed off, it goes from here to bogan, which is very funny because I didn't think I did that. I was, like, driving. Well, I wasn't driving, but I was a passenger while my dad was driving, and he did something really fucking questionable that I wouldn't do, and I started, like, screaming at him, and then my, like, accent just went from, like, here to bogan really quickly. I was like, did not know I could do that, which is quite interesting. My accent is strong, but in a good way, apparently. I don't know whether I'd say Nick has a bogan accent, but he does have a very strong Australian accent. He has a very identifiable accent, and if you're wondering who Nick is one of my lovely moderators / basically my admin team at this point. I do like to say that Nick does a good chunk of my admin when realistically I should do more of it. How is my accent? Let me think about Nine's accent. It's very weird to talk about Nine's accent because when I think about his voice, I don't think about his accent, I think about the depth of the voice. And I feel like because he has such a deep voice, it takes away from the accent elements, if you know what I mean. How the fuck do I miss typing a whole words and sentence? I feel that. You have a nice smile. Oh, thank you. Not gonna lie, I'm very self-conscious about my smile, especially in photos, because when you just don't smile well, like you're one of those people that's like, I just feel very incredibly awkward when I smile. So I don't smile very often for photos. Like if you see any photos of me that aren't taken by me, you'll see like, because I just don't know how to smile and it just feels incredibly awkward. Also, thank you for the follow. I do need to say that I am genuinely appreciative when people follow me, but the thing is I don't really know what I'm supposed to say, so I slip into like a customer service voice. I was hanging out with a friend today and I was looking for where they were parked, right? Oh, we completed a follow, girl. Oh, thank you for the follow again. And I didn't know where he was parked, right? So I slipped into like customer service accent. So I was like, hello, where are you located? I also pick up the phone like, hello, how may I help you? Which is very weird. I pick it up like that for most people. So if you like call me not via like FaceTime or something and you just call me via like a phone, like, you know, mobile, I will pick up like that. I pick up like that to my parents as well, which is a massive pet peeve for them. So they're like, what? They're like, Shay, why do you pick up the phone like that? It's like, we're your parents. You should like talk to us normally. But like, it's so much easier if I just pick up and I'm like, hello, how may I help you? Because it just gets to the point. It really does. And I kind of feel awful about it. But yes, my American friends say they want to see me angry because I have a thick Australian accent. And they think Aussies are funny when they get mad. That is hilarious. I wonder what type of Australian accent you have, because there's like the bogan accents and there's like the charming accents and then there's like the I don't know what you're saying accents. But yes, ASMR is nice. Good morning, chat. Wait. Oh, you better not be texting and driving. Hi, Noodles. How are you? I could listen to him all day, which is rare. Oh? Who are we talking about? Morning, chat. Wow. I see you, Noodles. You want me dead. You called me flat-chested and you want me dead. God fucking damn you, Noodles. I see how you feel about me. Chat. Ban me, Nick. But yes, it's like what we think of Americans getting angry makes us laugh. I see. A lot of people have a phone voice compared to IRL. See, I slip into that accent on purpose. I like people getting to the point, you know, when they are on the phone. I don't know what you're saying accent. No, some people just genuinely have very thick accents and I just don't know what they're saying. I have an almost free accent in a mix between Melbourne snob and Collingwood feral. Interesting. It's been 25 minutes already and it feels like 5. Oh shit, has it? Oh my god, wait, that's so weird. It really doesn't feel like time's passing. I was talking to Noodles today on the way home and we're talking about, yeah, what do you gotta talk about on stream today? Because I never have plans when I stream, right? For topics to talk about. And he's like, yeah, you should talk about your day and ice cream preferences. And he was like, yeah, you don't really talk about your day much, like what you get up to. Because last stream I asked you, like, what did you do today? And you said on stream, oh yeah, I did nothing much. And he was like, oh, Shay, you're meant to elaborate on things. Like, people want to know about these things. But the thing is, I don't tend to talk about my day if I know that the people who are part of my day are in my chat. Because it feels very awkward because I can't, like, talk about the interesting things if it's, like, possibly rude. Or like socially unacceptable. So I can't be like, yes, my friend told me about XYZ thing. If they're in the chat, it just kind of feels weird. But yes, I watch one other Aussie streamer. Oh, I see. I was going to actually ban you and unban you straight away, but I decided to use the command instead. Nick is feeling very merciful, I see. Oh, hi, what's up? Autonomous sensory... well, shoot. Cannot pronounce that word. Response. Just feels good. Elaborate on nothing much. I do try to elaborate on nothing much. I really do. But yes, I had breakfast with a friend, supposed to collect a book with them, rode at another friend's house, fell asleep. I was supposed to do admin work with Nick. Obviously that didn't happen. And then I got ice cream on the way home and that's about it. I caved and brought a whole tub of, what is it? Raspberry sorbet. I was very close to like sitting on stream with the goddamn tub of ice cream and just eating it on stream. And then I realized, oh, I can be better than that. Like, let's not be the person who's just like dogging down like a tub of ice cream on stream. So I didn't do that, thankfully. But yes, am I from Melbourne? I'm not from Melbourne. I'm from the West Coast. Have I always lived in Australia? I wasn't born here and I haven't always lived here, but I moved over here when I was extremely young. So I'm basically Australian. So I'm adopted, right? So I am as close to a white woman as you can get. So my mother is a white Kiwi. And basically I grew up in a predominantly white area. So I look Asian, but like I'm functionally white, which is very funny to say. But yes, she's white on the inside. I am white on the inside. But yes, yeah. Dogging down a tub of ice cream on stream. I could. It's really good ice cream, but I already had a scoop today. I'm trying not to eat shit that I don't really need to eat. But yeah, she's my favorite white girl. Oh, thank you. You're my favorite whimsical white boy. But yes, Kiwi. Do you have many Kiwi friends or just Aussie? I have Kiwi family members, and one Kiwi friend, but I don't have many Kiwi friends per se. She's my favorite girl, as I should be. 100%. Like, I was having a chat. I've already talked about this last stream. Like, I don't need to be your best friend because I can't be your best friend because, you know, over time, best friends take time, but I want to be your current favorite. I fear I'm quite possessive and that is both a bad thing and a good thing. And also, god damn, this is bothering me. I like to get the mic parallel to the screen and I'm trying to figure out how to do it so it's like centered and parallel. Okay, we got it. That's kind of okay. Shay is my favorite person. Functionally white is crazy. I am functionally white though. Like, I was at the shops once with my dad and I was talking about the fact that international students always befriend me at uni. I was like, Dad, I have no idea why, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, maybe it's because they think I'm an international student until I open my mouth and an Aussie accent comes out. And he's like, yeah, probably. And then I'm like, yeah, it's probably because I look really Asian, right? And he stops for a second and we're on this like travelator, right? And he turns around and looks at me and he's like, you are Asian. You know that, right? You are Asian. That's why you look Asian, because you are Asian. I was like, I know I'm Asian, but sometimes it doesn't clock. But yes, low-key friends exist. My favorite person is low-key my best friend. She knows about you, but she knows about you, but you don't know about her, sort of thing. If you're friends, I mean. I like to think Shay is my best friend, even though we've known each other for like 3 months. I fear I'm that type of person. I am the type of person who has long-term best friends, but I had a falling out at the start of last year with my long-term best friend group. So currently I'm back to square one in trying to make friends, learn how to socialize again without them, etc., etc. So currently I'm on the prowl for friends, which is really interesting because I'm meeting wonderful people via Twitch. I've already met like maybe like 3 or 4 people that I actually hang out in person from Twitch or like Twitch adjacent, which is really nice. And they've quickly become my favorite people. And I know that like I have a habit of like, I'm not very good at slow burning friendships because I haven't had to make a friendship in ages. So I just kind of get down to being extremely comfortable with them. So yes, I hope they stick around, even though like my friendship style wasn't slow burn. But yeah, I would be happy to message you once a day on Instagram. In regards to people messaging me on Instagram, I don't tend to accept DM requests unless I've talked to them a lot personally. I like to know a bit about the people I'm DMing rather than just DMing someone random. That's just a me thing because I'm quite inquisitive in that way. And also I like knowing about who I'm talking to because it kind of feels weird to not know anything about who I'm talking to, whereas you guys know about me. So when it comes to responding to DMs, I do respond to DMs, but I need to be somewhat familiar with you. So you could be someone who's frequent in my chat, or more preferably you're someone who interacts with me a lot on Discord. Pose for the pic, you're very pretty. Oh, thank you for the bits, by the way. Pose for the pic. I am the world's worst person when it comes to posing for any photos. If you look at my Instagram at all, most of my photos are either candids that someone else has taken or photos from the back of my head because I just can't sit here and pose well. It's very ironic and funny. But yes, it is also parasocial if you talk to a streamer every day, even off stream, and they're incredibly involved in their lives and them in yours. I fear that is the current issue, that I am extremely parasocial. I like yapping, but for some reason I've luckily developed proper friendships based off Twitch and from Twitch. Shay speedruns friendships like gamers speedrun Hollow Knight while waiting for Silk Song's release. I fear I do, but the thing is I found amazing people through it. And like, weirdly enough, I found amazing people and they're based within my city and I've already hung out with a few of them and it's amazing. Not gonna lie, I was meant to continue our DM conversation, but I got scared. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I am so down to yap to people that I feel comfortable with. I want to hear more about your spiders and why you like tarantulas. And while you're talking about spiders to me, I can talk about sharks with you. Like, this is a book I got as a like pre-Christmas present. So I can't do advent calendars, right? Because I'm allergic to chocolate. So I get 12 small presents leading up to Christmas. This is one of the presents that I got leading up to Christmas. Oh god, the cover's slightly bent. I've been reading it a lot, but it's basically a shark book and it looks at like different types of predators, etc., etc. And then it's got amazing photography like this. Like, I absolutely love this. But yes, if you want to talk to me about tarantulas, I'll tell you about sharks and I'll send you some photos as well. I am an Australian citizen. But yes, I am parasocial with Shay. I don't think, Sam, you can be parasocial with Shay when it's a two-way street. I wouldn't even consider what we have parasocial, considering we call very frequently. I just consider you my friend at this point. No hate, but has anyone told you talk like you don't use full stops in your sentences? I fear that's just, how do I describe that? I don't know what to attribute that to. That could just be because I'm a really fast talker, or it could also be because of like the autism and my brain just moves really fucking fast. So I move from one thing to another, and sometimes I forget that other people can't connect the dots together that I'm connecting mentally. So it could be a mix of both. Also, I didn't really, I didn't really, see what was deleted, what messages were deleted. Oh, I see. How do you speedrun a friendship? I speedrun friendships because I was like, as soon as I meet people and I really like them, I want to hang out with them. So I don't do like a casual back and forth. I'm like, oh my god, you're so cool, do you want to hang out sometimes? And that can be really intimidating if you've only known someone for a few days, right? Like, that's the type of speedrunning. Like, as soon as I figure out that, oh my god, I feel like I'm clicking with this person, I want to spend a lot of time with them. I want to spend time with them. So I want to hang out with them. So I'll be like, hey, can I hang out with you? But sometimes some people find that really weird if you've only known them for like a few days. Because I feel like once I click with someone, I just want to be around them. And it feels really weird for some people, I suppose. But yes, tarantulas, mods don't know. Oh, I'm going to be real. I'm strange, but not a stranger. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I'm allergic to chocolate. So I'm not allergic to chocolate itself. I'm allergic to the cocoa. And the cocoa gives me migraines and it makes me vomit. We don't know why. We just know that it does that. I remember vividly how we figured out that I was allergic to chocolate. It was because I was sneaking chocolate from the fridge at night. And I did it one night. And every night that I did it, I would get these horrific migraines. But the thing is, I couldn't tell my parents I was getting these migraines because then I was like, oh yeah, migraines are normal when you eat chocolate. So if I told them, they'd figure out that I was eating chocolate, right? And then I ate like too much chocolate one night and then I just vomited and then I just like fell asleep on the floor after vomiting, and my parents woke up and just found me in like a mini pool of vomit, like at the bottom of the fridge. And they're like, I don't think she should be eating chocolate anymore. But yeah. I really do like sharks. Oh my god, wait, I have the IKEA sharks here. I have the Blahages here. I could bring them out. I love plushies as well. I love sharks and I love plushies. And I also love leopard sharks. Leopard sharks, I think, let me check if it's leopard sharks. Let me double check. I get confused with leopard and lemon sharks. I believe it's, wait, let me double check. Lemon sharks. I believe it's leopard sharks. I really like leopard sharks because they're just very gentle sharks. But yes. Oh, thank you for following, by the way. I just kind of yap a lot. Yo, what's up? Aussies talk fast naturally. I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You are a fast talker. I am a very fast talker. You know how people watch videos on ×2 speed on TikTok? I feel like I talk like that sometimes. And I'm just really in a good mood, so I'm kind of yapping a lot. Nothing wrong with fast talker, more to listen to in less time. You might be trying to keep up with chat to talk to everyone. I really do. Fast yapping happens when I'm in a good mood and in high energy. So I took a nap today, so I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't been sleeping well recently, so I fell asleep around 2:30 and woke up around 8. I think that's like 6 hours. And I had a nap today for about 2 hours. So I'm currently running about, hypothetically, 8 hours of sleep. So I'm doing pretty good. Shay asked me to hang out the first time we ended up talking, but I couldn't. Every time I asked to hang out with Nick, I'm gonna spill a secret. He told me once that he felt like vomiting, and I didn't know whether that was me being awkward or not, or like me making him feel anxious. And I feel really guilty because apparently it's happened to a few people. Like every time they're like, "Ah, yes, I've gotten ready to call you, but I also feel like vomiting when that happens." I'm like, "Ugh," and it keeps happening to several people. So I sit here, I'm like, I'm the common denominator. Do I just want to make people vomit? First time chatter here, love the stream vibes, chill as fuck. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, the chat is moving so fast. Shit. Took a nap instead of doing admin work. I don't watch YouTube at 2x speed. I don't watch anything at 2x speed. I function on 2x speed mentally, but I do not, I don't watch anything in 2x speed. Also, I'm so sorry to all the chats that I've like missed over. Blahaj, yes. Oh, and I'm doing pretty good, by the way. Blahages. I love Blahages. I love plushies. Like, not gonna lie, when I get donations on Twitch, that money's accumulating and it just goes into the plushie fund. Because like every so often, I didn't realize like growing up, like once I'm a bit older, I realized that some plushies are like expensive. So I have like an accumulated like plushie fund. So if you ever donate to me on Twitch, that money goes towards either A, plushies, or B, it goes towards like stuff for my Twitch setup. Hence, I've started like getting a few more plushies for myself via that. But yes, sorry. Basking sharks are cool too. I've had my fair share of run-in with loan sharks. Oh, fair share of run-ins? Are you a surfer? I'm not really a beach person, not gonna lie. I went to a beach for a friend's birthday party, and I didn't like it because it was a really nice day, but it was windy. And I went into the water. The water was fine. I thought it was chill, but as soon as I came out of the water, there was sand and wind, and I became like essentially a cinnamon donut, and I was covered in sand. That was not the best moment of my year last year, admittedly. I've got another beach birthday party upcoming, and I'm hoping that the weather's going to be more chill, so I don't end up like a sandy donut, essentially. But yes. Oh, posture check. Posture check. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible when it comes to my posture, I swear. But yes, the plushie fund. Is it not to polite? That it's not polite to say that you feel like vomiting before you call someone. Honestly, I like the transparency. I appreciate if someone's like, yes, Shay, I felt like vomiting before talking to you. I want to know. What was it? I've hung out with someone at my place, and we were making some apple pie. Technically an apple crumble. God, I love apple crumble. And they cut themselves on a knife while cutting apples, and they saw a bit of blood, and they just vomited in my sink. Honestly, there are worse things in the world. Hearing about vomit and seeing vomit are two different things, and I can handle both, so it doesn't really bother me. I have a huge Pusheen plushie that's good for curing my back issues when I sit up on it in bed. That's how I feel about this one plushie called Boro, and he's a hermit crab, and I use him to sleep on essentially because he feels like a really comfy pillow. The feeling of vomiting is anxiety from excitement, not because of something bad. I hope it's excitement, because sometimes I feel like I want to vomit, but most of the time me wanting to vomit is bad. Also, do I read the meow out, or is that too fan servicey? Do you remember me, by the way? I do remember you, by the way. let me have a look. If it's who I think it is, I have a horrible memory. Oh, shit. Why do I have 48 Instagram notifications? Shit. Did I do something? Never mind. They're just reels. Oh, I'm on 2%. What can I charge my phone on? I hope I can charge my phone via this, or I'm going to be dead to the... Is it going to charge? Okay, it's going to charge. I'm going to charge through this. What is it? I believe that Special Ghost is the person who sent me the physics stuff. I believe so. I have accidentally caught a few sharks a few times. While fishing, safely set them free / cut the line, don't worry. Not sure if you saw this earlier, but I had to cut ties with a few mates last year too. Not a good feeling. I feel that, I have the issue that a lot of people, maybe it's just because of how I am, but a lot of people don't tell me things are going wrong until the last minute, and then I just end up with a list of things that I've done wrong, but I didn't know that I've done wrong. I'm very bad when it comes to picking up on social signals, so sometimes they believe that they've sent me a very obvious social signal that I've made them uncomfortable. But the thing is, I don't see it as obvious because I didn't understand it in the first place. So it just keeps going and that just kind of explodes in my face. Losing friendships is difficult. I believe I've mourned harder over losing friendships than any relationship ever. Which is why when I have people in my life, I would rather keep them as friends than date them because I find friendship somehow more intimate. But yes, cinnamon donuts are yummy, becoming one is not. Oh, chat is moving very fast today. Or I'm just yapping way too much. Oh, Aeon. Did I see Aeon? I saw like, hi Aeon. I need to talk to you actually. How can I talk to everyone in the Discord server who's Canadian in particular? If I open the Discord server right now. Oh shit, I just moved something. Sorry, I just moved chat. Just give me a second. Okay, I'll deal with Discord later. But more or less, I was going to say that I'm thinking about moving the time that I stream on Tuesday because I'm going to be having a movie night on Monday. And I don't know if I will be able to do the 10 a.m. wake ups for Tuesday stream. So I want to know what times I could flexibly do for Tuesday so my more North American people could make it. But yes, whoops. Can people just say what they mean? Yeah, see, I wish that as well. I want to know if I've upset you. I want you to be honest. I want you to be blunt. I know that sometimes I don't take it well, even when you're honest and blunt, but it's better that I know than not, because it makes me feel incredibly awkward if I just don't know. Only ever mourn for pets. Not good at dealing with human passings. Nor am I. I'm not very good at dealing with human passing, because it's very complex for me. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle it. I don't know what's socially acceptable to do in mourning or how to deal with that. So when someone passes away that I care about, it's just a very complex feeling that I'm not very good at unpacking, so it becomes like repression. A little bit of both. Chat is fast and you are yapping a lot. Oh no. Chase squirrels heaps. Movie nights sound really fun. They are really fun, but I don't think I'm going to be watching movies. I think I'm just going to continue binging Free Run. Also, definition of squirrel. Do we have there's a squirrel command that will explain what squirreling is. But yes, we can watch Zootopia 2 again, Shay. If you have seen me in my Discord server, or if you've seen me in a capacity on TikTok, you will know that I have a favorite character in Zootopia 2. He is absolutely my bias, and it is Gary the Snake. I think he is a big hear me out, 100% would smash. He is adorable, he's kind of cute, he's silly and nerdy, and that is 100% up my alley. So yes, I wouldn't be opposed to watching Zootopia 2 again at all. But yes. Yeah, to be honest and blunt is the way to go. Communication is the key to any relationship. I believe that. I know that I can come across too blunt and that can make people uncomfortable, but I would rather them know how I'm feeling than not. But yes, do you think me being parasocial with an OF girl is healthy? Also, hire person who really loves sharks. I don't think it's very healthy in terms of OnlyFans. I feel like OnlyFans is a different beast per se. And I don't know 100% how OnlyFans works, but I believe it's all paid. So I believe that the parasocialness in which you're engaging in is based on money versus Twitch, where you have the option to support me via tips and subs, etc. But it's a choice thing and you're not obligated to do so, etc. So I don't think it's probably the most healthiest. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Chat ratio here is hella lit. It kind of is. I'm very lucky that the chats always going off because I have a wonderful group of people and a wonderful Discord server and friends who are always here. So when I started using Twitch, I never had an empty chat because I started with a bunch of people here. So I was never facing the problem of like talking to myself for a while, even though I 100% could talk to myself. But yes, yeah, chat's always going off. Taking social cues do be hard. Yeah, it 100% is difficult. Sometimes when I understand them, it can be even worse, which sounds really weird, but you'd think that like not understanding social cues is horrible, but I feel like sometimes understanding them is worse, because if I understand the social cue that's being thrown to me, but I don't know how to respond to it, that also makes me feel just as horrible. But yes, also I've heard this starting to pop up, but I feel like people are harsh on autistic people who look conventionally attractive. I've heard a lot about that. I've heard that it's a hit or miss. Some people think being conventionally attractive makes being autistic easier, and some people think it makes it more difficult because people can tend to be more predatory to people who are conventionally attractive. Oh, 3 hours left to go. Some social cues are just really silly in my opinion. Agreed. Harsher in what way? It seems there's a notion that if you're deemed attractive, you're seen as well put together to be actually autistic. Oh, I do agree with that point. I 100% agree. There's like there's a social expectation for people who look attractive to act in a certain way. I'm still working through things on my own. What should I do? How should I act? It's a lot easier said than done. I feel that. Makes me want to understand them faster. Watch time. Ah, yes. I like seeing everyone's watch time. I find it quite interesting. I believe my highest watcher right now is Nick. It was Sam, but I accidentally streamed Peak, like the game Peak, and I didn't realize I was streaming Peak. And Nick always has my Twitch open as like an extra tab, so he was able to get up his watch time compared to everyone else, which is very funny. Karate isn't cryptic. Okay, so there's an ongoing joke if you're wondering why people keep telling Nick to do karate. People are telling Nick to get a hobby. As much as I love and adore him, it feels very... I feel very bad that he spends a lot of time doing Shay-centric things, because I know I need help with Twitch and that I probably couldn't do it alone, but I feel very guilty sometimes that he doesn't have his own hobbies apart from this. He does other things like gaming as well, but I really wish he'd get out there and do a bit more socializing. But yes, watch time. Oh yeah, watch time. 19 hours and 30 days. I feel like if they get more... Where are we reading? I'm a bit lost. I feel like they get more of a pass at the same time, though I know what you're saying. Yes, I do believe that being conventionally attractive does give you a pass to some degree. Like, I grinded away at being conventionally attractive over the last 2 years because I realized that people just seem to be kinder to people who are conventionally attractive. And if you're conventionally attractive, some of your autistic traits can be seen as cute, or like, they can be seen as cute or endearing compared to annoying and frustrating. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword at this point. This sentence is here to distract you. It's teaching people how to stretch. I'm just below 24 hours now. Nick, what's your time at? 3 days. My highest for a streamer is 3 days. It's not safe out there unless you stick to places you were born in. What am I missing? Watch time. 2 days and 18 hours. Shay looks maxes. No, I really don't. In terms of what I've done, it's mostly like learning how to do makeup, learning how to do my hair, learning what hairstyles work for me, I've cut my own hair, but we don't talk about that. I'm not allowed to cut my own hair anymore. But like what things suit me and which things don't, blah, 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 blah. I have a few things like going to the gym that I probably should do, but I'm not at the point where I look at my body and I'm like, oh, my body is a horrible looking meat sack. So when that happens, I'll probably start going to the gym. But for the time being, I'm pretty okay with that. But I don't feel like I've looked smacks, but I feel like I have definitely grinded away at aspects that I believe are controllable to a degree. And also, I would like to say, I know that I should probably go to the gym to gain more muscles because of osteoporosis. This is to noodles in particular, but I'm working on it. It's gonna happen this year, I swear. Learning how to do makeup as a guy is a double-edged sword because they'll either think another girl is cooked here or they'll think you're a little zesty from experience. Okay, if men are feeling self-conscious about makeup, I say go with the tinted sunscreen. Tinted sunscreen is great. Why is it great? It's great because it gives you that protection as well as evening the layers of your skin. So you can, of course, like, one, it just... Shoot, give me a second, I lost my train of thought. One, it doesn't seem overly feminine if that's what you're concerned about. And two, it seems pretty reasonable to want to wear SPF. In my opinion, men should wear makeup. to a degree. I think that if you're feeling self-conscious about a zit or something, yeah, slap on some concealer. I don't think there should be like any prejudice against that. It's very weird, in my opinion, that people are like, oh, men wearing makeup. I don't see the problem with it. But if it's a you self-consciousness thing, tinted sunscreen can not feel as feminine if that's an issue for you, per se. But yes, what is it? But yes, nothing wrong with graphic tees. Ever since I started wearing graphic tees, I've been treated differently, shaking my head. You look great. Don't even talk to me. You are probably one of like the most attractive people I know, and you are my muse, and I don't allow you to talk poorly about yourself because, you know, if my muse talks poorly about themselves, it's a poor reflection on me. So I would not like you to talk like that about yourself. Yes, better, but I'm also treated like a hooligan. I just used lotion. What did I miss? Okay, but yeah, I would recommend tinted sunscreen. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm horrible at keeping up with you. Gym helps build muscles, which helps prevent osteoporosis. Okay, so having muscle aids in the bones because I believe, keep in mind, I did research on this about 2 years ago. I believe that when you gain more muscles, it increases your bone density. Bone density is important for women in particular. So when women stop menstruating, so when women stop getting their period due to menopause, bone degradation increases because I believe estrogen, which is the hormone that drives a lot of the menstrual cycle, prevents a lot of bone degradation. As soon as estrogen decreases because of, you know, menopause, bone degradation increases, which makes you more prone to osteoporosis. This is particularly in women. So you can increase your bone density apparently by exercising, gaining muscle, etc. But yes, strength training is very good for your bones, hence why I need to do it as a woman. I'm not insecure about it. I worked in luxury, so I just know how to professionally do it. My skincare routine does go hard. I wish my skincare routine went harder. I have a lot of acne. It's hormonal at this point. I can't do shit all about it, but we roll with it. I'm lucky that this camera isn't like amazing quality. I sometimes stream using my phone camera, and using my phone camera makes me feel horrific because you can see everything, and using this webcam doesn't. So I know the quality might not be amazing on your end, but also it makes my skin look great. Sam is the best looking boy. I will 100% agree with that. Any advice to me? I can't talk to girls IRL. Honestly, if you're going to talk to a woman, I feel like if you're going to talk to them, in my opinion, if you want to approach them, never approach them through a compliment that, you know, feels very shallow. So if you compliment them, in my opinion, about a feature that they had no impact on, so if you compliment is like, oh, you have such pretty eyes, you don't really get control or selection over their eyes. So it's like, oh, you're just complimenting something that's there already. If you're going to compliment someone and approach them like that, I feel like you should compliment them about something that they have control over. So like compliment their haircut, compliment their clothing, blah, 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 blah. Or better yet, you engage with them about their interests. I find a lot of people will slide into my DMs and they won't really hit me with something interesting. They'll compliment me, which is really nice, and I really appreciate the compliment. However, I don't know what to do with that conversation. Like if they say, oh, you're really pretty, I don't know what I'm supposed to respond to next in that regard. Like, thank you, I am really pretty, because that sounds like I'm a dick. Or like, thank you for noticing. And then the conversation goes nowhere. I feel like if you want to approach anyone, not just women, you should approach them where you're actually speaking about something of interest. But yes, your views on men with nail art. I paint a few of my guy friends' nails, so I literally have no views on it in terms of like being negative. I think it looks cool. I think more guys should get into nail polish because I think it looks interesting. My nails aren't done because I'm really picky about them, and I'm waiting to paint them at a sleepover later this week. But yes, I think nail polish is pretty. It's my biceps. Oh. I'm so sorry. Sam has great biceps. I believe he is my awakening to why biceps are considered attractive on men. Don't you need biceps? I'm working on it. Don't worry. I just need someone to go to the gym with. Noodles, Nick, Shay. You know what? I think I would rather die than go to the gym with you, but I'm 100% sure that Noodles would love to go to the gym with you. Am I right? So wait, does that mean I'll automatically gain more muscle when I'm old? Hell yeah. No, it does not mean that. I don't do any skincare at all. You don't do any skincare, but your skin is clear. So don't even talk to me. Just use a nice filter. I don't know. It feels weird to use filters. I'll plug you into some banger skincare for acne. I used my... for acne, mine used to be horrible, now it's clear as fuck. I feel like I've tried everything at this point. Also, thank you for following, and also I'm so sorry for not keeping up with chat. My Tinder pickup line were fired, not because my Tinder pickup lines were fire, not because I was smooth, but because my autism carried. I feel like that's how I attract people. Honestly, I feel like every person who's been romantically interested in me has been attracted to traits that I think are related to my autism, and they find them endearing and charming and eccentric sometimes. I do have to say that the autism does help in that respect. Yes, same. Asked about Ori and I started by asking about books. Wait, where are we? Where are we? Oh, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I started by asking about books. I have a rough idea what that's related to, and I'm assuming you guys are talking about how you guys approached me. And Sam approached me via my TikTok DMs asking about books. And then we started talking about music. And then I was like really subtle. I wasn't subtle at all. I was like, oh yeah, I do art. Because we're talking about art. And I was like, oh, I do art and it's on my Instagram. Here's my Instagram handle. If you want to have a look at my art, and you feel free to follow me. I'm not the most subtle, but yes. And then we became friends and we started talking about Insta. When it came to meeting 9, I met 9 at a mutual friend's birthday party and we became friends over Ori. And I'm so lucky I brought up Ori at that point because I was like, I need a bond with this guy. This guy seems pretty cool, but I know nothing about him. And I know that, my friend is sort of a gamer. So I assumed that this guy is also a gamer. So I brought up Ori and then we clicked. Sorry. I really like yapping. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what you guys are talking about. How interesting. Just a reminder to get your daily dose of potassium because that's not my intro to a DM, but it's usually my first ever chat to any given stream. Oh, interesting. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm yapping. I'm not keeping up with chat because I'm having a really good time and I'm realizing how many chats I'm missing out on. I am so sorry. Thanks. I love women with biceps. Okay, so since I've recently discovered the joys of biceps, that's what we're gonna call it. Recently discovering the joys of biceps. Most of my feed at this point is not like men with biceps. It's like hot mask lesbians with biceps, and I'm loving it way more than seeing men because I feel like most men do way too much when it comes to like working out like muscles and that, whereas women do it just right, except for Sam. Women and Sam is the exception at this point. But yes, I'd rather die than go to the gym with you. That's cooked. I'm sorry, there's some people I don't want to go to the gym with because it makes me feel really dumb and self-conscious. Like some people I don't want to look like a fuck up to. Like there's levels to it. Am I willing to have an anxiety attack with you? Yes. Am I willing to go to the gym with you? Fuck no. I am so sorry, but I feel very fucking embarrassed about my lack of athletic prowess, if I'm being very honest. Some men have great skin conditions with no skincare. It's just how it is. Yeah, and I fucking hate it. I'm so jealous. Yeah, she hates us. I do hate you. I really do. I think I have kind of blessed genetics. Clear skin, decentish hair, freckles all over my body at a slutty waist. Yes, fuck yeah, you do, Nick. I would just start the combo by saying I'm being held hostage at gunpoint and it's up to them if I'm going to live or die. God damn, I don't want you sliding into my DMs if that's how you're going to do it. Tism definitely became more endearing through the years. I will say that when I became more attractive, the tism became more endearing. It's like, oh, you're really into sharks? Tell me more about it. Or, oh, you really don't understand how this social thing works? Let me teach you. Why do people always want to like teach me things? Like, especially guys who are approaching me, they're like, oh, you're autistic? Like, do you know how this works? And it's like a social thing. It's like, I do know how this works, but sometimes I pretend to not know how it works because I like to see how they try to explain it, which makes me feel a little bit evil on the inside. But like, I mean, if you're assuming I don't know how to do this basic social skill, that's kind of on you. Ooh, what are we looking at? Then I'll say robbers have a few demands. First, they're hungry and they're looking for good food spot. And then after they answer, I'll say the second is they're going to be thirsty after and going to need a good coffee shop or bar to get a drink at after they answer that. I'll tell them the robbers' last question is when they're free. Wow. Okay, firstly, that's smooth. But secondly, like, that wouldn't work on me. That's smooth, but it wouldn't work on me. Worked every time in my hoe phase. I tried to have a hoe phase once, but I was a failure because, like, I don't give hoe, right? I give person you want to spend a lot of time with. I give person you want to watch movies with and yap to forever. So unfortunately, I never completed a proper hoe phase. which I find quite funny. Speedrunning friendships is so cool. Actually envious. I don't know, sometimes it can be a lot for people. Like, I want to hang out with people that I really like. If I meet you for the first time, I'm like, oh my god, you're so cool. I want to hang out with you, but some people can't handle that because it makes them feel a bit overwhelmed. And I get that 100%. As soon as someone mentions any of my autistic special interests, I smile like a demon and swoop in. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I tried reaching out about some gaming. Would you like to learn chess, perhaps? I've thought about it. I've thought about streaming learning chess, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really fucking scary. I don't like learning things live. It makes me feel like I can't make mistakes. Really, that's good news. The girls, the gays, and Sam. Lean women. I need me a woman with that. Yes. I dream if becoming a woman with that. I agree. What do you think about bald girls with big biceps? Just shaved my head yesterday. I think that they are attractive, and that not gonna lie, is it weird that I think like a good chunk of women just do the whole like masculinity thing like 100% way better? Like, their energy is just like off the charts, and I love it. Also, I do want to preface that, like, firstly, we don't tolerate homophobia in the stream, and secondly, that I'm pansexual, and I just go all directions and all ways. So yes. Indeed, I think that could be quite attractive, in my opinion. Blessed Genetics is really lucky, Nick. Great work. Yeah, I haven't had the time to read one full book of Lord of the Rings. Just started 2 days ago. Mansplaining, shaking my head. Oh god, the chat's moving too fast again. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. What are we talking about? I think there's always an advantage to being conventionally attractive, I feel. I definitely agree with that. There are doors that open because you are just more conventionally attractive and people just view you as such. Also, how are my little league children going? I know that normally during my stream, there's a subsect of my server that's like, yes, share streaming. And then they go play League. They pop in for a bit and then go play League, which is really funny. And I quite enjoy it. So let me check on Discord on my phone. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it. Allow. Let's go check on Discord on my phone, and we're going to see if anyone's in the voice chat on my server. Let's have a look. Oh, there's no one there. And also... Oh, okay. Sorry, I was catching up on the 18+. Oh, Kaza. You have great taste, and I 100% agree with you. Also, Shay, it's break time if you wish to take one. Is it break time? Oh, shoot. I should have taken a break like 6 minutes ago. It is break time. Okay. What do I have to do over break time? Is there anything I need to do? I need more water. Okay, so I'm going to take like a 3-minute break. I will be back in 3 minutes, if not sooner. I'm going to get some water. Yes, Nick, I'm going to get some water, and I will see everyone in a minute. Also, if you hear the music on stream, it is by a wonderful, hot, handsome artist. He is so poetic and he's so into yearning. So I would love if you could compliment the music that is being used for the Be Right Back screen. Thank you. Hi, I'm back. I have meat. Oh shit. Sorry. I have meat, so we're gonna eat. How is everyone doing? Hi. Oh shoot. Give me a second. My phone. Where did it go? Oh, I'm holding it. I'm so dumb. Shay does hunger. Hello, how are we doing? I have selections of meat from a barbecuing class that I get to taste. So we're gonna do a quick meat review because I don't know which meat is which. I should probably ask. It'd be very funny to review this and not know what I'm eating. I believe there should be beef, pork, and I don't know, is that meant to be like mac and cheese or something? I don't know what's in here. I just know that this is pork and I'm excited. But yes. Oh, thank you for the follow. By the way, apologies for being over, how many seconds was it? Oh shit. For being over 3 minutes. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked with meat. Fuck. Damn. This is amazing. I need to find out what it is. I'm going to take a photo and ask. Because that is amazing. God fucking damn. Give me a second. I'm going to take a photo and ask which meat is what meat. Which meat is what meat? Because I just bit into something and that was amazing. Hypothetically, I should know, but I couldn't tell you. Is what meat? That was magical. Okay. Huh? It sounds yummy. Tastes amazing, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. So I'm not at home right now due to family complications. And where I'm staying, basically, they went out to a meat smoking barbecuing class. Fuck, I forgot my water bottle. Crap. They went out to like a meat smoking barbecuing class today. And this is what they brought home. And they said I could have some. So yes, I have some and it is amazing. This is amazing. God damn it. I think it's mac and cheese. Oh my god, yeah, it's mac and cheese. Okay. I think it looks like mac and cheese. There's a bit of pasta in it, so we're gonna review that as well. It's making me feel some kind of way and I don't know whether I like it or not. But we're gonna keep eating. I don't know whether I like it or not, so we're gonna keep eating it. God damn it, Shay, BRB getting food. Shay needs some waiter or something to bring her things. I do. You know what my dream is? If I ever become wealthy, I want to live with Nick and I want to take care of him. Like, I want to take care of him financially so I can just have him function as a personal assistant. Like, if I needed water, I'd just have Nick bring it. Sounds like you're volunteering. Well, that was one way to find out whether you like it or not. We're going to have a really big scoop and we're going to figure it out. I hate to say that I don't like trying new food that people have cooked because I have a very transparent face. So whether I like something or not is just very clear on my face. So I'm giving this mac and cheese a score of, okay, if 5 is a pass, 4 is a, I'm not eating it. Like, if I had the choice to eat it versus not, I'm not eating it, but I'm going to eat it because I'm hungry. Okay. There's chicken in here as well. That made me feel some kind of way. I feel like the pasta, the mac and cheese just kind of ruined the energy for me. Like the pork, I think the pork is like a solid 8 out of 10. Maybe a 9 out of 10. But that, what was it? That mac and cheese just kind of ruined the energy. So we're going to stop eating for now. Nick in a maid outfit on stream for hair stream, please. I fear I would not do that to him. I care for him too much to do that. My face is transparent as fuck too. Common tism trait. Ooh. Yeah, I feel that. I have a weird thing. Not a weird thing. But recently I found that I just keep attracting autistic people in my life. I've just found out, like, socially, my life has become so much easier with everyone being way more transparent about how they feel. Like, I realized with one of my friends that I wanted his address so I could post him something, right? Because I was making something and I went to post it to him, and we've started writing letters back and forth. Well, I haven't started yet because I'm a horrible person who hasn't gotten around to doing it yet. But we're going to start writing letters back and forth. And I need his address because I want to send him some things, because I found some things. I was like, oh my God, this reminded me of you. But I was too anxious to ask him for his address because it's like, oh, I feel kind of creepy. And then I realized that we both had the same issue, that we both wanted each other's addresses. And we both realized that, oh yeah, we should have been more transparent. But the thing is, like, instead of making it a big miscommunication thing, it just got cleared up so quickly. Honestly, I love having autistic friends. It's wonderful. Risen with autism. Yes. Yes. I feel like when I'm not having a meltdown, or when I'm not, like, really not dealing with life, I feel like my autism is very charming. Evil lady. She hasn't done it yet. You're now autism magnet. I'm autism magnet and I love it. I love it so fucking much. I don't think that's the autism, if I'm being honest. I think it is. I feel like some of my traits stem from my autism and they seem to be endearing, that people find refreshing. And I feel like it is related to the autism personally. I don't feel like I have autism, but I have ADHD though. I did find out that they are comorbid. I did find that out, which is quite interesting. Evil lady. Every time you say that, you get marked for misogyny. God damn. But yes. I have used it to describe others' capabilities, not my own. Unsuccessful thus far. Where am I reading from? Can I read this thread? I hope, what is it? Oh, okay, yeah. But yes, enduring, so as long as it's not a blob. Yeah, okay, so comorbid means that the traits exist together, and they're commonly, like, existing together. So, usually there's a high rate of ADHD and ASD being comorbid. So if you get diagnosed with one, there's a higher rate of being diagnosed with the other, vice versa. Also, thank you for the follow, by the way. Also, I want to disappear again to get my water bottle, because I really need some water bottle. Really need a water bottle to wash down that awful mac and cheese. Yeah, it's awful. I'm going to call it what it is. It was fucking awful. I don't know what they did. I think they tried to add, like, different forms of cheese, but I feel like they overcomplicated it. So I was just having, like, 5 different cheeses in my mouth and just feeling fucking sad. Oh, okay. Let me have a look. I'll say again, I'm not strange, but I'm no stranger. Do with that information what you will. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, firstly, hydrate. If I am to hydrate, I need to go get some water from the kitchen. So, will we be okay if I leave the stream for a bit to go get some water? And I'll be back in, like, literally 30 seconds. And then I will start stretching. I'm going to leave the camera on. So it won't be like a be right back thing. It will literally be I'm muting and I'll be back in 30 seconds. And I am going to return the meat because that mac and cheese has thoroughly disappointed me. But before we return the meat, we're going to eat another piece of meat because that disappointment is not the last meat. What are you? I can't tell what any of this meat is. Oh my God, there's more pork. There's more pork. Okay, fuck. I think it's pork. Okay, we're gonna eat the pork again. I'm gonna have, like, my sense of will to live rejuvenated. So just give me a second. It's not pork. Maybe it is. I can't tell. Maybe it's lamb. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very bad when it comes to identifying what meat is what. It doesn't all taste the same to me, but when it's, you know, marinated and stuff, it tastes pretty similar. Meat is meat. I want to say something that I said in high school that my friends keep quoting. I said it once and they quote it forever. All trees look the same. I believe that a good chunk of Australian native wildlife trees, like the flora, they all kind of look the same. Not gonna lie. Also, this chunk of meat has taken out the, like, horrible mac and cheese taste. I'm feeling pretty good. Sorry. What's the thing where people eat on stream? It's like a mukbang. I don't eat prettily, so I can't really do that. But you know if I'm enjoying something, definitely. I don't eat curry. I really rarely eat curry. That's a personal thing. I don't know why, but I'm just not a fan of curry. That's treeist. I don't know. Okay, so I used to go on these massive bushwalks with one of my friends. He's probably like the only reason that I ever got out in high school. And there's like a massive bushwalking track they would take us to. And me and his dogs would do this walk, right? We'd do the same track every time, but I could never tell how deep or how far into the track we are. It's like, Shay, look at the natural landmarks, look at the trees. And then my response to him was, all trees look the same, which is why I heavily get quoted for that. Not on the daily, but it gets quoted a lot. Florism, cancelled, lol. Okay, there was a tree that was struck by lightning on that walk, and there's like several logs. Like, there's definitely end marks there, but I can't really clock them that well. So a good chunk of the time, I'm just really confused. You eat prettily when alone? Nick eats prettily? Wow. Wow, Nick, wow. You eat prettily. Not all of us can be you. Oh, mukbang is eating massive amounts of food on stream. That's not happening with me, unfortunately. This is... I don't know what the fuck it is. It might not even be pork, but it's magical. Narrator. And the water bottle sat... Nope, shit. I can't read. Narrator. And the bottle still sat in her kitchen, all alone. I'll go get it in a minute. Yeah, no. I'm never wrong when it's my birthday month and I'm a princess, and princesses is never wrong, so checkmate. I feel that. That's me in a nutshell. Okay. I'll be back. I still have some pork in my cheeks right now. So I'm gonna like chew through this and I'm gonna go get some water. I will see everyone in literally like 30 seconds. Hang on. Hi, I'm back. That wasn't the most, I did not feel very attractive when I was like walking with like 3 different things my shirt was riding up, but we are back. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm not good at keeping calm. I lost the water bottle I thought was in the kitchen, but I found it in the bathroom. So I was running around the house looking for the water bottle, and then I had the thought maybe I left the water bottle in here. I was like, I don't really want to be wrong and like walk into stream and then look for the water bottle here and not realize it's there. So I did not want to embarrass myself, so I tried searching for the water bottle everywhere. Also, thank you for the follow. But yes, Shay is basically the only streamer I will watch. Thank you. Yeah, I apologize for 30 seconds. 30 seconds was not it, but we do have water. We have plentiful water. We have a water with a lid on now, and we have a glass of water. Water bottle walked into the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom on my break, bathroom with the shower, that type of bathroom, not the toilet. And I went there and I went to fix my eyeliner because I wasn't wearing any and I felt self-conscious. And basically I just left the water bottle in there. Also, on the topic of feeling self-conscious, I'm shoving some shit in my fringe so it looks less oily. This stuff is magical. I found it for my like skin for makeup, but I learned that I can just dump it in my hair. When I dump it in my hair, it makes my hair look substantially less oily. And it like brings the bangs and whatever at the front of my hair back to life. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling a bit better. So that's True Hydrate It's Worth You have. I do. Managed to entertain ourselves for a little while. Did we get the stretch done? Let me do the stretch now. Let me just chug some water. Okay. Stretching. I forgot how Sam taught me a stretch. I'm attributing most of like my stretching ability to Sam at this point because I feel like he was the most useful person teaching me how to stretch. My hair is everywhere. Okay. I need to do this for 15 seconds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Twist my head where? Where am I meant to twist it? Am I meant to like twist it that? Fuck you. Okay, twisting it that way, is that what I'm meant to do? I forgot my count again. We're just gonna stretch. I'm not good at this. We're just gonna bend the body and see what happens. The neck twist. Oh, the neck. I thought you meant like I was meant to twist while I was doing the arm root. So it's like the. And you just meant to breathe. And I'm meant to hold this for like 15 seconds. But 15 seconds is a while. Okay, we're just gonna... I think that's been about 15 seconds. We're gonna turn around. And then we're gonna... Like, there's something about breathing. I remember something about breathing. I don't know what to do with my hands right now. Something about breathing. I don't know whether that's helping or not. So yes. Just don't bend the body and see what happens. I'm sorry, that's how I do a lot of things. That is how I figure out a lot of things these days. Breathe. Also, I went first and what did I miss? Also, I went first and she was in a skirt, so I like to think so. Okay, you know what? We can do another stretching stream. If we can have like a few people prepared with like cameras, etc., I will actually have a stretching stream where it's properly planned and I'm in clothes in which I can stretch to my fullest capacity. If you guys are interested in that, because we've done a stretching stream before, but I was in a skirt at that point and that wasn't the easiest thing to stretch. Breathe air. I'm not sure we can trust Shay guessing time. I think that's 15 seconds, should be only 30 seconds. I am trying. There is something I could roast you on right now, but I'm not going to roast you on it. So, you know, I'm going to be silent in that regard. Also, I've gotten to the point where I'm not self-conscious about fixing my makeup on screen when it's bothering me. So, welcome to the world of Shay who fixes her makeup on screen now. No, I think... Blah, blah, blah. But yes, she has a bad internal clock. I do have a bad internal clock. Like, I'm not very good at telling time intrinsically. The only time I can really speak to in terms of having time that is, like, somewhat relative and very normal is probably when I wake up. Because I wake up very easily to sunlight. So my body clock is very tuned to sunrise and sunset. But other than that, I just lack all senses of, like, time. Good decision to not talk about that, Shay. To be fair, you did have... Yeah, I had a fucking early morning. I was up since 7, and then I slept for a little bit of an hour, and then I woke up again, and then I caught a goddamn train, and I just want to preface that I didn't have to do what I did early this morning. Like, I went to visit someone for a book that I forgot to pick up from them, and I did it because I wanted to see them before they went on their trip. But, you know, I did it at the cost of my own sleep. I'm so gracious and generous, aren't I? Yeah, but she napped for a while, so it cancels out. I mean, I did nap for a while and you're not wrong, but also it doesn't cancel out. That's unfair. I'm back solving a physics paper. Ooh, physics paper. I think physics is quite interesting. Could I see myself ever doing physics? No, but I think it's quite interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, you skipped out admin work. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Did Nick deserve those chicken tenders? Fuck no, I deserve those chicken tenders. I made the effort to come all the way out from here to visit you in the city, I did deserve those chicken tenders. Fuck you. Anyway, sorry. I've chilled the fuck out now. My energy is not as high and chat is moving slower, so I can more internally like clock what's happening. Physics is working a lot of equations. Yeah, I don't miss physics from high school at all. I did physics as like an ATAR, which is like a college entrance qualifier, more or less. Like, I say college, it's university here, but I'm assuming American audience, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know who watches me. But yes, I did physics for a bit in high school. I did for 2 years, and I don't see myself ever doing physics again. But the one thing I have picked up in terms of physics is metaphors. Like, a lot of my metaphors are very physics-based for some reason. I don't know how they got like that or how they became like that. But I do love physics in that sense. I am not American. I apologize. I assume a lot of people, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're Australian. So mentally, like, maybe... What is the bias? There's a particular bias towards it. But mentally, I may think that a lot of people are, like, Australian, but yes. Anyway, give this woman her chicken tendies. Yes, I love chicken tenders. Like, okay, you know the foods, like, I don't know if this is an autistic thing or a me thing in general, but, like, you know when there are safe foods, there are foods that you will just always eat, like, regardless of the situation. Chicken tenders are one of those. McDonald's chips are one of those. Carrots are one of those. There was another one. I was recently thinking about them because I was like eating them at I was eating them with the chicken tenders. Cherry tomatoes, but specifically the grape cherry tomatoes. I've already talked about this on stream. There is a difference between grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes, and that is their shape. They're both the same size, but one of them is more oval shaped and one of them is more circular. And in my opinion, the grape tomatoes are better than the cherry tomatoes. Those are one of the foods that I could eat forever. But also I go in and out of these foods. So I have these foods that I could always eat forever, but they go on rotation. But yes, noodles are my safe food. Oh, that's that's very nice. What type of noodles do you like? My safe food is chicken nuggies and golden corn. Ooh, golden corn. Why golden corn? Also, I've never thought about corn as a safe food. I quite like corn, but I feel like the preparation to eat corn feels like a bit too much for like daily and average use. Chicken tenders are high in protein. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, chicken tenders are high in protein. Does that mean when I go to the gym I should eat more chicken tenders? Because I'm so not against that. That would be a great motivator. Also, I do want to say that I actually was planning to go to the gym today, because a friend wanted to drag me along to their whole like gym thing, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I thought about it more and I was like, wait, I'm streaming at that time. It's such a pity I can't go. So I think subconsciously I just didn't need to go to the gym because, you know, the stream interrupted it. Just saying. But yes, I need to get to the gym eventually. Everyone in the Discord has yapped about the gym at some point, and they've yapped about me not going, and I'm quite avoidant, but I'll get there someday. It's a goal this year. It's not like a New Year's resolution goal, because that's not going to happen. My New Year's resolution goal is to like do my streaming and continue like somewhat regular streams. But the gym is kind of like a long-term goal, if you know what I mean. Corn is really different at different places. Grape and cherry are different, yes. My safe food is cheese as well. Oh, I love cheese. I love mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella cheese is one of my favorite cheeses. I have no idea why it's mozzarella, but mozzarella cheese is just special to me. Maybe it's because it's like cheese, but it doesn't have a lot of flavor. But I really like mozzarella cheese. I don't always eat it, but if I'm going to reach for a cheese, it's going to be mozzarella. Also, I want to say, I'm playing with the keychain right now. It's this really cute cat keychain that I brought at a convention. I brought it at the convention when I met someone for the first time. But it's this really cute cat keychain. And you know, all these keychains have plastic on them, like, before, like, you use them. I'm trying to peel off the goddamn plastic. And I was like, it's going to be so satisfying, but I can't even get it to, like, get a corner off. Oh, I think I got it. It feels like, you know when fridges come in plastic? It feels like that, but like 100% more painful. Oh, we got it. Oh, Jesus. That was not satisfying at all. It just kind of made me sad. But yes, anyway. I love 3 cheese triangles from Coles with spicy, herb, and normal cheese. What's your spice tolerance like, by the way? I've never asked that. I have the spice tolerance of a white woman. I was raised by a white woman, so like, come on, let's be real here. Expectations for me aren't high. My mother is a woman who gets like a really sore throat from eating spice, so I didn't grow up eating spice, so my spice tolerance is shot. So do tell me about your spice tolerance. I normally prefer gnocchi for comfort, but most any type of food is fine. Oh, gnocchi. I love Italian food. I am a simp for Italian food. I think it's probably one of my favorite cuisines because I just love pasta. Growing up, when I did not eat a lot, my safe foods in terms of like things that my mother could feed me easily was always like pasta and rice. Like, I don't know how pasta became a thing, but I definitely know why rice is a thing. Well, I don't know why rice is a thing, but I think I like to know why rice is a thing, if you get what I mean. But yes, God, gnocchi sounds nice right now. I ate the hottest at Nando's, so it's kind of a big deal on the spice side. Oh. See, it's because you're so hot. That's why you can do it. I'm so sorry. Sometimes my jokes don't land. It's just me being cringe at this point. My workplace works with mozzarella sticks and I don't really eat it, but I don't hate it. My friend at uni introduced me to mozzarella sticks for the first time, and I didn't know of their existence before uni. And the issue is that now every time I go into uni, I just buy a bunch of mozzarella sticks. And does my stomach hurt a lot after? Yes, but do I adore mozzarella sticks? Yes, they are amazing. I can't really describe how amazing they taste, but yes, mozzarella sticks are magical. Went from having a white level spice tolerance to surprising my very brown family at how much spice I can eat. Ooh, very nice. Like where I'm staying right now, they're slowly increasing my spice tolerance via meals. So like I can taste it. Over time, they slowly started increasing more spice. And I'm very confused because I'm eating like a spaghetti bolognese, right? And I'm like eating it and I'm like, why the fuck is this spice? And they're like, yeah, we increased the spice level for you. There's still a division in this household between regular food and Shay-friendly food because I'm still not at the point where I can like easily eat spicy food. Also, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Also, I'm trying to move that thing. Where is the... It's alerts, right? We're going to move it to the corner more. So like, you know, when I like move the chair and that, it doesn't interrupt that. I'm discussing family recipes and getting into cooking while on my flight tonight. That sounds so exciting. I remember from the last stream we were talking about trying to get into cooking more. That's wonderful. I feel like more people need to get into cooking. I like spicy food, but I'm the only one in my family who can tolerate it, so I don't get anything spicy. Mozzarella sticks, yes. I didn't know they were a thing and it's magical. My spice tolerance is pretty good. Oh, thank you for following. Wait, I already saw that. God damn. You have 64 more followers than me on Insta. Do I? Also, is autistic thing to say also every so often because I do that too. I do that when I text a lot. So you will see me texting and I'll be like, also. Also what? I also... Another phrase I like to use is, so basically, when I'm trying to explain something. So basically, what I do is I use it to link ideas together. It's just a weird crutch. You know how there are filler words? So basically, it's one of my filler words when I'm trying to explain anything. I'm trying to kick the habit of using things like as a filler word, but I'm just not getting better at it. I'm trying to be more concise with how I speak. I'm trying to be more, what's the word? The word means to be more self-assured, I suppose, when I speak. So I can hold a level of authority that makes me seem more... that makes me seem like I know what I'm talking about in some regards. Because I do know what I'm talking about in some regards, but because I'm so anxious and sometimes so unsure, it comes across as if I don't know what I'm talking about. See, not gonna lie, chat, I use also a lot when I talk to my friends. I also do that. Thank you for the follow. Now she's speaking manually, trying not to say also. My filler words are also and so and because. I think mine is saying actually a lot. Ooh, interesting. My voice notes are the most uncertain sounding I ever am since no confidence. Well, I like your voice notes a lot. I like waking up to hearing voice notes from people. It's really nice. I like how people's voices sound in the morning because it's like, I feel like it's a certain state of vulnerability that's not afforded to everyone. So I feel really special when I get to hear people's morning voices. Also, I like how people think in the morning because it's not the most concise and it's also, again, vulnerable because they're just thinking about whatever comes into their mind first. They're not feeling the most self-conscious, which is very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. I also, I used to listen to all my voice notes back when I send them to Shay, but I don't anymore. And I appreciate it. I've got a friend who is self-conscious about their voice and I really like their voice. Like their voice is really, really nice. And I wish they sent more voice notes, but I've noticed they're slowly sending more voice notes. So I don't know whether they're doing it to get out of their comfort zone or if I've made them feel more comfortable, etc., etc. But a win is a win at this point. It makes me extremely happy. I be getting my spelling and grammar corrected when I wake up. I was actually talking to a few people last night, and I realized how one of my friends is snarky. One of my friends chooses to be snarky by trying to correct other people's grammar, and I gotta say that if you want to be snarky to someone, correct their grammar. It's a great way to rile someone up. I was discussing it with the person whose grammar was being corrected after, and they're like really, really frustrated about it. I'm like, oh, I see how the rage baiting works. Is it Nick? It was not Nick. It was not Nick. I listened back to my morning and late night voice notes, and I'm like, damn, what was I cooking at 3 a.m? No. I want those 3 a.m. voice notes. Your 3 a.m. voice notes are very wonderful, and they're very honest, and they make me feel like a wonderful epic human, and I don't know why you see me like that, but I love it. So we're not going to stop those 3 a.m. voice notes, because if you stop them, I'm going to like fly over to you and like throw you out a window. Sorry, I have a lot of feelings. I still don't like my voice on recording. I'm doing voice notes to make it easier for others. That's really nice. I feel like it depends. Like, while voice notes are nice for some people also like message in a way that is very organized and concise that I enjoy. So like both of them are just as good as each other. Being intentionally snarky by correcting grammar. I write in a very specific way. No one is telling me how to write. Yes, indeed you do. Hey, okay. Can I say I just cringed at the word snuggle muffin? Is that rude? Is that rude to be like, oh, I just cringed really hard? Nick could never be rage baited. He's too nice to rage bait. I don't know. I'm super nice. Are you super nice? Is that all that you are, or are there other things that you are? Because I feel like when people use nice as a descriptor for themselves, it means they don't really know much about themselves, because nice feels like one of those terms that's just really, really flat and empty, because anyone can be nice or anyone can be perceived as nice. So I think that like calling yourself nice just says that you don't know a lot about yourself, or maybe I'm just overanalyzing it. Yo, what the fuck? That's Australian cricketers. Yeah, dude, I am not in the cricket world. I am Australian, but that does not mean I watch cricket. Machine gun message where I'll break one message down into multiple. Okay, I'm not against like double messaging. Like, I'm so here for like sending as many messages. Like, if I'm thinking about you, I want you to know about it. Like, if I have this weird thought at 3 a.m, I'm messaging you. I don't care if I double message. I'm going to quadruple message you. I'm going to send you 10 messages in a row. Like, you cannot take that away from me, if you get what I mean. But yes. Oh, yapping by the gods. I have a secret word to rage bait Nick. Ooh, what is the secret word? Yeah, that was pretty cringe. Yeah, I feel it. Like, you know some nicknames that people use? Like, not gonna lie, like, whenever I hear someone say babe, I just kind of cringe on the inside. It's like, I get it works for some people, but for me, I just look at it and hear it. I'm like, oh, I cringe on the inside. Baby is another one that I don't know whether it makes me cringe, but some of them make me cringe. Snuggle muffins, 100% is one of those cringy, like, in terms of endearment. I don't have terms of endearment in terms of using, like, really, like, cute nicknames. Sometimes I'll say, like, sweetie or darling, because that's just a habit from someone else that I picked up. Like, sometimes I'll be like, darling, really? And it's a thing. I'll use sweetie. I used to use it in a condescending way, but I've noticed that I've started using it in a sweeter way. So whenever I say sweetie now, it's not really condescending. It's just me trying to be a bit more sweet, I suppose. But yes, what I do for terms of endearment, I normally call people nicknames that are based off like really interesting stories, which isn't always the best and is sometimes quite questionable. Like, I have a nickname right now, of someone that I use based off the fact that they may have like a good chance of having polycystic kidneys, which again isn't the nicest way to nickname someone, but it's become a term of endearment. I like that style of terms of endearment. I feel like boring ones are just uninteresting, uninspired. Baby girl. uh, The thing is, I do that. I say, hey, baby girl, what's up? I say that to other people, but I don't like anyone calling me baby girl. It just kind of feels really weird. I do have one or two terms of endearment that are on the more cringe side that, like, I accept because I'm like, yes, I accept this is who I am. But other than that, I'm just not really a fan. What about darling or sweetheart? Sweetheart, is a hit or miss. What is it? Like, when someone's mum calls me love or just someone else, I melt. That makes me melt. It's really sweet. It's also based on who says it to me. If some random person says it to me, I'm gonna smack them. But if it's like someone who's really sweet or it's like a mother, it just like melts me. There's a reason my name gets autocorrected to Nice a lot. The word is karate. Nick, Nice should do karate. Nick should do karate. But yes, terms of endearment. Shay once called me sandwich once and I thought it was cool. Wait, I did? When did I call you sandwich? Oh, did I? I don't remember. Sweetie and darling is good, but other ones, yeah, nah, fine shit. No one's calling me fine shit. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Shay calls me child in the voice chat. I'm sorry, some people I just refer to as child because mentally they just feel younger than me, whether they are or not. What about Pookie? No. Well, actually, with the girls can call me Pookie, but other than that, I would never want a man to call me Pookie. That is like stabbing grounds. Darling feels like the most blue-collar, sexist Aussie thing ever. Yeah, it does, but I feel like when it comes from an Asian woman, it's slightly more okay. Yeah, you can't be younger than me. Yeah, Aeon is older than me. But mentally, I clock him as younger than me, so I always say, hi, child, how are you doing? Which is quite funny because he is... I don't think he's much older than me. He's just a little bit older than me, but still applies. Shay just writes my name with a lot of the final letter. Yeah, I do. Sometimes, like, when I do that, like, when I write someone's name, like, when I write Nick, I might just add, like, 6 C's, and that's my time of endearment because it's more of a whine. It's like, Nick, and it's like, come here type of whine. But yes, she does that to me a lot too. Well, what do you think my age is? Ooh, interesting. I have no idea, but maybe chat can guess. I'm a couple months older than you. Oh, you're geriatric. I see. I'm turning geriatric this year. We're not going to talk about that, but I'm turning geriatric. And if anyone wants to drop the different meanings of what I mean when I say I'm geriatric, feel free to drop it in chat. Or if you're on my Discord server, you can go into the general and look for pinned. It's all there. You kind of remind me of a Dungeons and Dragons character, but come to life, like from that world. Ooh, okay. I want to play D&D. Any suggestions for what class I should play as? I want to get into it, but again, I don't have a fucking DM, and I don't have a regular group of friends that can show up at a specific time every so often, so that just kind of throws everything out the window. But I would so like to get into Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you, Aeon. I really appreciate it. I have always understood it as a whine when you go Nick, and then I give you my full attention. Not gonna lie, I am a hypocrite, but I love people's full attention on me. When I'm messaging you or when I'm calling you, I want your full attention. Even though I may be browsing Facebook Marketplace and yapping to you, I am such a hypocrite, but I really eat that shit up. But yes, ooh, Dragonborn, why? It's always like 8 letters at the end, full caps, sent multiple times. Probably shouldn't have gotten you used to 5-second replies. I'm sorry. When it comes to messaging people, I know which people will message me back fast. So when I realize that they're not messaging me back fast, I'm like, what's wrong? Did I do something? Or are they busy? Are they okay? And then I start panicking and then I start spamming. I am a mess. Not gonna lie. Why am I here? I don't know why you're here. I do not know why you're here. Play monk if you want to do cool shit. Oh. Warlock is the coolest class. I see. Do you want to have to be thinking a lot or just have easy decisions? Could play fighter or barbarian for quick, or wizard or ranger for thinking. I just kind of want to have silly fun, I suppose. So something fast, right? I assume. I have squirrel energy. My attention is only ever on one thing at a time. I see. I feel like squirrel energy for me is when my attention jumps. It's not attention on one thing at a time. It's the opposite. It's when I jump from A to B to C. You always have my full attention when we talk. That's just how I work. And I adore you for that, Nick. I do that too. By the way, I hope 50 reels isn't too... I thought we had a rule. 15 reels at once. God damn. Let me have a look. Let me open up my phone. I feel bad when I'm driving and Chase sends a message. No, it's okay. I know Sam would never ignore me on purpose. And realistically, I know a few other people wouldn't ignore me on purpose too. I'm just really needy. Recently I had... I sent my friends a reel of like pros and cons list of me. And one of the top con was the fact that I'm very needy and very clingy. I'm so sorry to everyone who has been a victim of my clinginess as of recently. I always get, I know you hate me, I can't prove it feeling. I feel that too. I'm not gonna lie, I feel that heavily too. There's certain people I know don't hate me, so intrinsically I'll never feel that feeling. But there is like maybe like a few people in my life that I'm very unsure about where I stand with them. So I always think, oh my God, they hate me. And then I'll talk to them and I'll be like, oh, it's okay. But then it just flips between that. Are you from China? Yes, I am from China. Thank you for asking. The rule was off stream. 15, that's light work. I fear I have a lot of reels saved up to send to Shay again. Send them to me. Sometimes I react to them. Sometimes I don't. Don't send me an AI slop. But other than that, I do really appreciate the reels. Who are the people who reply the fastest? I believe currently it's 9, Nick, and Noodles is a hit or miss because sometimes Noodles is mid-game and, you know, he takes a while. But that's okay. Plus, I won't be able to send any on the plane, so giving a backlog. I sent one of my friends 60 reels a day. You hate me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Last night I had a mix-up because I realized I was free today and I wanted to hang out with someone. So I messaged Noodles. I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? It's like, I don't have much on tomorrow and I know you want more Shay time. So I was like, do you want to hang out? And then he didn't respond for 10 minutes and I felt awful because I'm not patient. So I hit someone else up. I was like, hey, 9, do you want to hang out? Because I asked Noodles, but Noodles isn't responding. And then I got a message back from Noodles as soon as I sent that. And he's like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I was watching a movie with my parents. I didn't have my phone with me. And I felt fucking awful. So I had to put all 3 of us in a group chat to coordinate where I was with who at what time. I am so sorry. I'm impatient. And I really want to be wanted, so it was very, very funny. Because I look scary when I zone. Yeah, I know. I do have to say that 9 looks really terrifying when he's zoned out or sleepy. Like, honestly, like, I know that he's not a scary person and he's like a really sweet dude, but when he gets spacey, I panic a bit because I'm like, oh my God, I pissed this man off. He wants me dead. Oh my God, yeah, that's when I think 9 wants me dead. When he's like sleepy, or tired, that's when my mind mentally clicks over into he wants me dead. But yes, how much do you like K-pop peaking emotes? Oh, I really like them. Give me them all. 2-timing me, shaking my head. I told you I was a hypocrite, but yes, Shay kind of used to my quick reply time. Yeah, it's gonna be a killer when you're on that flight. Like, I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna send you something, I'm gonna be like, I have to wait, and I'm not designed for waiting at all. Made me a monster. Wait, you weren't like this before? You weren't like a fast reply before? Oh, did I just have that type of impact on you? I know I'm cringe, just let me enjoy my own cringe. Yes. Okay, I sent all the reels. Okay, we're gonna look at my phone and we're gonna look at it. Okay, 9 notifications. That's not bad. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I can sit through 9 notifications. But let's have a look at, oh my God. Also, I want to say, I wish the voice notes had like transcription. Like on Instagram, I wish they had a transcription feature like Snapchat does, so I can actually read what they are when I don't have headphones on me. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good in terms of how many reels I have. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, I'm just figuring out a few things. Oh, also, what did I miss? The part where you're cheating on Noodles. I was not cheating on Noodles. I just couldn't wait for Noodles. I'm sorry. I did not cheat on Noodles. See, I knew it couldn't be all Noodles' fault. Noodles is an angel. He drove me home today and we stopped for ice cream and he let me yap a lot. Gave Shay an anxiety attack when I forgot to mask my sleepiness and mental state. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew that I accidentally offended you with something and then I called you because I wanted to make sure you were okay. But then I opened up my phone and I saw 9's face and he looked dead on the inside. So I was like, oh my God, it's because I insulted him and he wants me dead now. So yes, I did have a panic attack over that. Keep in mind, at that point, I hardly knew 9. Well, not hardly, but I knew him briefly. I knew him very briefly. So the fact that like I insulted this guy after knowing him like a few days made me feel awful, which is why I had an anxiety attack. Good, because that's how I test the water when I DM friends to see if they still like me. No, you turned into a monster by making you use the quick reply. God damn, I'm not designed for waiting. I don't think anyone loves waiting. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh, shit, thank you for the follows. Yeah, definitely not mentally ill. I can do no wrong. I think we're giving Noodles a bit of an inflated ego if he has the do no wrong energy. Ooh, you and Ali would get along then. Interesting. But yeah, more or less, that's how I've been doing lately. You knew me for I think 4 or 5 days when the incident happened. Are we gonna refer to it as that incident? Can we? Is that gonna be like our canonical like friendship incident? Is that what we're gonna refer to it as, like the incident? I usually respond within 5 minutes unless I'm sleeping. You guys are the one that said it. By the way, I already replied to your message. What? Oh, also fun thing that okay. Fun thing that I tend to do when it comes wait. Fuck. Fun thing that I tend to do when my friends are going overseas, I tend to try like message them prior to them flying out and then coming home. Like flying out, coming home, and like when they arrive, when they land, blah 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 blah. I have set multiple alarms for different friends that like, yes, my friend is flying out at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I won't like stay awake until 3. I'll set an alarm at like 2:50 to send them a message, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up again like around like 8 or 7 when they land to message them again. Like, it's really important that my friends feel like cared for. I feel like that's a really good way to make your friends feel cared for, like doing that extra mile of like, yes, I'm going to disturb my sleep for you because I want to make sure that you arrived safely. Oh, what's the time? Oh, it's almost break time again. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes. Isn't that normal? My ego is inflated right now, but I have a good reason for it. I have a Korean baddie gush about how attractive you are live in stream and tell me that wouldn't inflate your head to the size of Jupiter. Ooh, sorry. But yes, more or less, I like doing that. I don't know whether it's a normal thing or not. I don't have a very good gauge of normal because everyone's like, there's no such thing as normal, but there definitely fucking is. I really feel like a lot of people say there's no such thing as normal, but the second you do something slightly abnormal, people start bitching about it. So there is a gauge of normal, but no one knows what the fuck it is until you do something wrong. Or they know it, but they just don't say it aloud, which really pisses me off. I think you're very good at making people feel cared for. I like to think that I carve my way into people's, like, carving... force or carving? Force or carving? I don't know what sounds better and which sounds worse, because I have a force of habit of very much trying to carve my way into people's lives. Because I want to be a permanent fixture. Like, one of the things I want most in life is that I want permanence. So I want friends that will be with me for 20 years, 50 years, on my deathbed. You know? So I tend to be quite attached. Is it the healthiest? Probably not. But I want them to know that I care for them in all capacities. So whether it's waking up at the arse crack of dawn so I can send them a fly safe message, or waking up at the arse crack of dawn to see you in the morning so I can go have breakfast with you. I think it's important to let people know that you care. Shay's fairly good at caring people. I think there's a baseline for normal, 100%. Shay's fairly good at caring for people. I like to think I am. I'm not always doing the correct thing, but I think I am trying my best. Yep, getting up early and sending caring messages does have an impact. Carving sounds better. Forcing sounds bad. I want to say that sometimes I feel like it's forcing. I want to say that sometimes I am quite forceful, and I already know that I'm quite forceful, even though it does sound bad, and I'm kind of okay with that because that's kind of one of those things that I accept about myself. Also, I feel like I never make a good first impression and have to grow on people for them to like me. I feel like the opposite, if I'm being honest. I feel like people, like when I meet people for the first time, they either really click with me quickly or they disregard me very quickly. It's one or the other, which is how I find out which people will be my friends. It's very immediate, I suppose. Like, as soon as I've had a somewhat deep conversation with someone, I can quickly gauge, that person likes me, or I can gauge, that person won't like me and they won't be friends with me. Is it bad that as soon as I get negative vibes from someone, I don't try to continue to befriend them further? I just kind of write off their friendship immediately. I know that some friendships can grow over time, but I tend to shy away from people that I know don't immediately like me. I know that maybe that's a work on it thing, but also I don't really want to deal with that, if you get what I mean. With you on your deathbed, gosh, I wish not to die. I don't know. I think it would be nice to like be friends with someone so long to the point that you're going to their funeral or they're going to yours. Those are quite lofty goals. Of course they're quite lofty goals. I feel very cared for by Shay most of, if not all the time. What if you outlive them? I've already said this before, but I would rather die first than live alone. I read that, well, I didn't read that. I know that in psychology, A lot of our memories and our ability to remember different things comes from the fact that we have other people who remind us of these things. So they trigger these memories to become more apparent and for us to remember them. So hypothetically, when your partner dies, you lose a lot of memories with them because they're not there to trigger those memories, right? And then you forget about certain aspects with them. And that applies to friends and family as well. So honestly, I would rather be dead than lose a lot of my memories, if I'm being very honest, which sounds a bit morbid, but I honestly would like to die first. Forcing sounds like they had no choice against it. Carving sounds like you worked on making your way in. I don't know. I think of myself as quite a forceful person, whether it sounds bad or not, because I know how I am, and I know I can be quite forceful. So I know it sounds bad, but that's kind of how I feel. Our very first conversation was something. I don't remember my very first, actually. I remember talking to Nick for the first time, and it was on 18 plus, and it was like during my exam week, and it was very, very funny. It was very, very interesting. He definitely left a mark on me. And prior to becoming a mod, Nick wasn't the most wholesome person ever. He was a very interesting person, that's for sure. Also, I keep applying this makeup because like it's not showing up in camera, and I'd very much like it to show up in camera. And I think it's showing up in camera now because the reflection is driving me crazy, and I look very washed out. So yes, I don't immediately like you. In what sense? I feel like they're not as enthusiastic, or they think I'm odd. So like one of my friends, when I met him for the first time, what I did was I asked for like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Like I could tell they're like a fashion person. I was like, give me a 360 of your outfit. Like talk me through it. Like explain where what came from, and like why did you dress like this, etc. And they ate that shit up. Like they did a spin and they talked to me about it, and they were really excited and passionate about it. And then like that was like instant clicking. When people don't like get along with me, I feel like it's more so they're not interested in what I have to say, or they don't really care what I have to say. I feel like social rules dictate that you must be somewhat interested in something that someone has to say. It's like a thing. You have to at least pretend to be interested. But if like someone can't even pretend in front of me, that's not someone I really want to be friends with. You slid into my DMs and we talked. Oh, I do remember the first time I talked to Nick. So sorry, Nick. Mod ship changed them. But yes. So they should ideally be interested. No, not romantically. It's not a romantic thing. They should just be socially interested in my interests. Like, they should be able to at least be polite enough to be kind enough to me to be like, oh, okay, like, you're talking about this thing. I don't really know much about it, but I'm going to ask questions about it. It's like the bare minimum for socializing. Like, if someone's talking about something I don't quite know a lot about, I will still indulge their interest, and I'll still ask them about them, and ask them what they think about things, how they feel about things, or how things work. Because I feel like that's just polite. But yes, yeah, true. If they aren't interested, I can't be friends with them. Yeah, they need to be interested in me to a capacity. They have to be able to be interested in my interests, or at least indulge my interest at least. I don't chase people, to be fair. I don't know whether I chase people. I like to think I'm so cool and nonchalant, but like how it works with making friendships, I have people approach me first, but then I chase them. As soon as someone's approached me in a somewhat positive way, I tend to chase them depending on what type of person they are. So I feel like for me, it's a mix of both. Also, thank you for following, by the way. I appreciate it. I feel like things we're taught about socializing as neurodivergent people, so many neurotypical people don't even do themselves. I feel that. Like, I have a whole team, right? I have a positive behavioral specialist. I have an OT, occupational therapist. I have a psychologist. And I feel like they teach me a lot of shit that doesn't really apply. So it's like, your tone should indicate how you're feeling. And then I talk to my parents, and they're like, well, I said this thing, and I said a nice thing to you, but they didn't use a nice tone. So I'm sitting here thinking, huh? And I get really confused sometimes. And they're like, well, we said a nice thing to you. Why are you like feeling offended? It's like, well, I was told this is how this works, that you use your tone to indicate X, Y, Z, and you didn't do that. It feels like a big thing. Maybe I make it bigger than it has to be, but I really feel that. But yeah, pretty much only talk to Noodles outside the Discord, and that's pretty limited. Yeah, I find it all confusing. It just feels like a whole of being confused and frustrated, and I'm not a fan anymore. So I've just kind of been carving out my own social circles, and I've been functioning in friendships the way that I think they should be done, which I know isn't sometimes the most conventional thing. And like for other people, it can be seen in different lights, but for me it's just functional, so I continue to do it anyway. Also, okay, we've got another break. So I believe we have hit the 2 hour mark. So I am going to go on a break for 3 minutes. If it's going to be 3 minutes, I think it's going to be 3 minutes. We're going to try 3 minutes. If it's not 3 minutes, I'll be right back regardless. So I will see everyone in roughly 3 minutes, and I'll actually time it this time. I'll get it up on my phone now, and I will see everyone in 3 minutes, and I promise it will actually be 3 minutes this time. So we've got a 3-minute timer, and we're starting it now, so I'll see everyone soon. Hey, what's up? I'm back. That was, I think, exactly 3 minutes. Just let her reappear when her when her body clock says it's 3 minutes. I think that was perfectly on 3 minutes. Not perfectly, maybe a few seconds late. But I'm here nonetheless, which is very important. Time flows slower in Shay's universe. I will say that to a degree, that my time does flow slower in my universe. So I don't think I was tragically late this time. I think I was a decent amount of late. Anyway, how are we doing today? Good job, Shay. I didn't even get time to check my DMs like I usually do. I just went to the bathroom and I had this singular hair in my eyebrow that was bothering me, so I went to pluck that. So yes, I'm back now. How is everyone doing? Did I miss anything in chat? Oh God, what did I miss? Okay, everything I know about socializing, I learned through getting severely bullied and going through peak character development. I am so sorry that happened to you. I feel like kids can be really fucking harsh. I feel like not even kids. I feel like people in general can be really harsh about autistic traits or like traits that aren't the best socially. And I feel like some people can put a finger on like, we know something's off about you, but they don't necessarily know what's wrong with you. I feel like I have that issue a lot, that people can put their finger on like something's not quite right, but they don't know it's autism instantly. But yes. Ooh. Not this time, Nick. She has it covered. Let it. Okay. I'm back. But yes. Nothing here you've missed. Oh yeah, kids and teenagers are fucking brutal. Yeah, they are fucking brutal and it's scary. I know that not all awful, but like sometimes when I'm at the shops and I pass a group of teenagers, I look at them and feel really intimidated. Like for some reason, I feel like them as a group, it's just really scary. And I feel like for some reason they have like more social authority over me. Maybe it's because they're like together and they're like clumped in as a group when I'm walking alone. But yeah, I feel really intimidated by people very easily. Like I have a friend that I initially thought they were quite intimidating, to be honest. I've warmed up to them quite a lot, but when I first met them, I found them quite intimidating. Oh, wow. Yes, I am Australian. I have an Australian accent. I am Australian. I gave up on trying to interact with other people in 11 in high school, just decided one day I was done. I was lucky enough that for my high school experience, I just had the same friend group. So I had the same friend group from year 5 to year 12. So I was very well protected. So whenever I did commit social faux pas, I did have the issue with them not telling me and them bottling up a bit, which eventually exploded last year. But I did have the caveat of feeling an extreme amount of social safety. And I didn't really interact with other people outside that friend group, so I never had issues such as bullying. Was never social due to being bullied. Was the guy that sat in the library and studied when I wasn't being made to. It was just one of my many hobbies. How do you do with studying with others? We've definitely talked about it before, and you've said something about body doubling, but I would like to dive into that again because I can't study with others. I feel like it's a very big hit or miss whenever I talk to people about studying with others. Either they're really good at it or really bad at it. Like I can't study with others for shit because I just don't have that attention span. And when I'm with others, like my social battery just ticks over it and my social battery says friend, 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 socialize. So I can't study with others, but it's incredible that some people can, in my opinion. Also, give me a second. Yeah, I'm good at masking, but spend enough time with me and the autism is genuinely like a crimson flag. I feel like I push a lot of my autistic energy off anyway, and I don't really try my hardest to mask it. Like, of course, there's social masks that I do use. However, I am very openly squirrely. I am very openly excited, and I do yap a lot, and there's the indicators there that are very noticeable. Also, wow, who made you? You know what? If I knew who made me, like, I would like to have a few words with them. I'm very curious about who made me, but unfortunately, I don't know who made me. When I see a group of teenagers, I just watch them get ready because they might try rob me. God damn. Teenagers are scary, but not like that. Same. I don't trust almost anyone. Easier than being complacent. I feel like I'm too trusting. Like it's an ongoing issue in my life where like I've met a few people recently and I'm like, oh my God, like friend. And then like against my better judgment, I've probably been like being a bit too trusting. Like I've been having sleepovers with people I barely know because I'm like, oh my God, they're so cool and I trust them so much. But I realized that everyone else in my life who doesn't talk to them as much as me just see it as like, Shay, you're running headfirst into danger. Don't do that. And that's like a current ongoing issue in my life with my family of them being like, Shay, you need to calm down. Like it's gonna be fine. But like, it's really frustrating. I would never get bored of Shay though. That's one thing I can say for sure. Interesting. I am here on stream. I am here on Discord. If you ever want to yap to me, let me know. You mentioned some people like you because of your looks and being autistic. How do you think you would feel if you weren't as attractive to others and still had autism? No, I know how that is because that was my whole high school experience. I wasn't this attractive and I never was this attractive in high school. See, I was just kind of like there. At school, I was a prefect. So I was like very recognizable and I was one of the few Asian girls in my year group. So I was quite recognizable and people just kind of didn't really conceive that I was there most of the time. So I didn't really deal with bullying because I was very well protected from my friend group, but I wasn't really there either. So I do exactly know how that is when you're less attractive. Me in high school, I didn't care about my looks. I didn't think of it as like a thing I had to care about. So, I probably should have, but here we are now. At least I try now. I try to dress better. I try to do my hair better. That's why my hair's dyed like this. I actually started dyeing my hair like this in high school when I felt more confident. Of course, as much of it wasn't dyed, so it was just less at the bottom because, private school, I was able to hide my hair under like my other hair, under the black parts, but now I can dye it as much as I want. But yeah, more or less, I have experienced exactly being unattractive in high school with autism, and it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad, and I'm very lucky. Yes, I like body doubling, but studying with others depends on the person I'm studying with. I couldn't do it for shit. I would love to, but I can't. I've never studied with anyone else. The first and only time I've been with someone else's house was to help him study for our exam since we had the same unit. I see. Normally only study with others when it's a group project, never in person though. Having coding projects helps with only using voice calls. I don't know, teens in Melbourne have knives, no one can trust them. I forget that like teenagers are carrying knives. I remember in my state where it was a thing that like on the trains they had like the police like check some backpacks every so often, like when they'd get on the trains because they were scared of like people with knives. Like I had a friend who had an incident with a knife and I was like, I forget how common it is. I don't really get out a lot. I hardly go out at night. Like I went out for the first time on a Saturday night like a few weeks ago and I was like, oh my god, there are so many people, and I was like very like overwhelmed and very shocked by the amount of people that go out on Saturday nights, because normally when I go out with my friend group we're going out on Thursday nights, Friday nights where it's slightly more quiet. Yeah, I can see it. I 100% understand it now. I've always struggled with having the thought of people already hate me even though they don't know of me. I can kind of relate to that. I feel like I'm chronically, I'm an overthinker and an underthinker. Where do you lie in that? Because I feel like some people live on the scale of I overthink every interaction, whereas like some people are like underthinking things and then they overthink it later. Girlie had a glow up. I did have a glow up. I had a massive glow up. Also, like a lot of the glow up has to do with my hair. Not gonna lie, I feel like the hair theory is real. Every time I get stressed, you'll see that my fringe gets shorter, or I cut a fringe in general. So I got stressed about a convention, right? Which is why I have a fringe right now. And I cut my hair for a convention and never ended up doing the cosplay. You can tell when I'm more stressed based off how my hair looks. If I've dyed it, if I cut it, if there's a chunk missing. I will say that I'm a very visual person per se. Good to know. Gonna have to watch out while over East then. God damn, you're gorgeous now. Thank you. I try. I really try to work on my appearance. So I know which things work for me. So I know which makeup I should wear and how I should place my hair, blah, 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 to look conventionally attractive, because I find that people are kinder to me on the internet and in person if I'm more conventionally attractive. Also, it doesn't hurt to be more conventionally attractive because some people look at Twitch and they're like, oh, conventionally attractive woman, sub. Conventionally attractive woman, donate. I would rather someone donate for my like personality, but you know what? I'm not going to be mad at anyone if they're like, they see my face and it's like, I'm going to donate, if you get what I mean. Because I'm not working because my job's really seasonal. So I have to wait a month or so until I'm working again, which is a pain in my ass. But yeah, I'm currently living off like whatever I make on Twitch, which is like not a lot, but a decent amount. So yes, what am I? Kids and or teenagers these days are just brainwashed to the point where you can't take them seriously. I don't know how I feel about this, because I remember growing up and I remember the memes that we had and they were still just as dumb. So I don't know if it's just people getting older and being like, oh, the kids' memes are so dumb compared to our memes. But I think it's just a social thing. I think it's a social thing to a degree. I will say that brain rot is a thing and AI has 100% contributed to that. However, I don't think it's like this generation of kids. Well, yes, they can't read and write, so I suppose we can attribute that to this specific generation. But I feel like the type of meme culture has always somewhat been pre-existing. Where am I? Yes. So sorry if you already answered that. So how often would you say you're teased or bullied for it? Are you talking to me or someone else in chat? So how often would you say you were teased or bullied for it? Someone fill me in. But yes, I think you might already know who I am, TBH, but no regrets. I get so confused when I read chat and I don't really know the context of anything. Like, again, like, have you already been bullied for it? And I think you already might know who I am. No regrets though. Like, I have no context. But yes. We took a detour. Oh, also, thank you for the follow. I'm so sorry. I've been very squirrely. Thursday's good for cheaper jugs. Friday's good for specific port areas. Saturday's the normal main clubbing night. I can't club because I get really overstimulated, and I feel like if I were to go clubbing, I'd be very reliant on the people around me to keep me safe. But I know that, like, when you go clubbing, like, they want to do their own thing, and I can't really trust anyone to keep me safe. So I've thought about clubbing before, at least trying it, but I don't really have that trust in people to make sure I'm okay, and I don't expect them to, because that's not on them, that's on me. So I don't think I would ever go clubbing. Also, I get really overstimulated from loud music and light, so it's not really like a thing that's designed for me. I'm definitely an overthinker. I think about an interaction thousands of times before it happens. I feel like that would be very chronically stressful, if I'm being honest. I couldn't imagine existing like that, because I'm a chronic underthinker when I, like, go for things. Like, when I socialize, I just go for it, and then I think about it after, which isn't the best thing, but that's kind of what I do. Also, I know that you stated that you are anxious to keep talking to me in Discord. 100% go for it. I would love to keep speaking with you, and I'm very good at reassuring people. So if you ever need any reassurance from me, just let me know. Definitely, I do the same. I think kids have always been brain rotted, and adults thinking they are better. I will agree with that. My brain runs like a coding program. I overthink beforehand and basically debug features, and then overthink. I see. Oh, I've never been bullied for my autism per se. I've had, like, weird comments, and I've had, like, people side-eye me, but I've never been bullied because I've always grown up pretty sheltered and well protected socially, so it's never been a big issue. It became a big issue when family stuff came up, and then, like, I couldn't mask anymore. I was falling apart at school. That's why I got diagnosed, and I'm very lucky that I wasn't bullied because of the people I surrounded myself with. But yes, 6'7" is a good joke because it lends itself to the second joke of people who make fun of it because it became a joke. Social interactions feel like a video game to me, not in a good way. Is it because there's a level of danger you cite in there? I know there's a lag, but I'd definitely like to try tag someone in chat if I were asking them. I see. I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at keeping chat. So it's been considered rude to tag a stream directly like this. Oh, I didn't know that. So if you want to know my background, I've been streaming since November, and I don't watch streamers at all. I started streaming because I got on TikTok and I made silly videos about carrots, and then I asked everyone, hey, how would I go about building a PC, because all my friends are gamers and I don't game, and they spend a lot of time together, and I feel really left out. So I started getting into building a PC because I wanted to spend more time with my friends. And then I figured out, hey, I don't like gaming that much. So I didn't really stream games, and I didn't end up gaming with my friends a lot. I do co-op games, which are fun. And I've started doing a few, like, single player games. But yes, I don't have a lot of a Twitch background, so I don't really know what's a norm on Twitch or what's abnormal. So, so I am very here and, you know, just rolling with the punches, so I don't really know what's considered rude or normal. I wish I could get but it caused some issues with my work job. Kind of need to keep my job for a while longer. Yeah, my parents were my father very much advocated for my diagnosis. As much as we butt heads at times, he saw that getting the diagnosis would probably, like, remove some things out of my path. And he knew what I was going into career-wise. I wouldn't be blocked by my autism in any way, and that we probably needed the supports as soon as possible. So I was lucky to get my diagnosis. Furthermore, I was quite lucky that I got my diagnosis before I turned 18, so the process was substantially easier. But I remember being 17 and being very stressed and overwhelmed because I was trying to graduate that year, and I was also trying to get diagnosed that year. I think me and Shay should swap PCs. I jest. Honestly, my PC is a beast. I probably, like, out of my personal money, I probably spent, like, maybe just under $1,000 on it, because I got a lot of parts given to me or sold to me really cheaply by friends rebuilding their PCs. But my PC is probably very overpowered for what I need it to do. Nick, would you mind dropping my PC specs real quick? I second that. I was lucky enough to get diagnosed as a child. My parents had an inkling, but my mother didn't really say anything about it because she didn't really want it to become a big thing, and I regret that she didn't, but it is what it is now. Oh yeah, here's my specs. Those are my PC specs. First PC, I built it under $1,000. Yeah, I like it at this point. Functionally, for me, it's just a glorified nightlight. It's a expensive, over-glorified nightlight, but I quite like it as is, I suppose. I haven't used that command in a while. My diagnosis was after I turned 18, so I got no support for it. I feel it. Very overpowered for what you do. Yes, I don't know what type of PC I would do for streaming. I was told that, like, if I ever get into video editing, like, the PC should be fine for that and that I could use it for art. But realistically, what I'm currently doing, I can run on my Mac. So it's very unnecessary, and it's a pity that I haven't really gotten into anything that really requires its full power. Wait, how does a diagnosis make anything easier? Do you mean it confirmed the possibility that you don't have autism? So it does a few things, right? So I can get support for my autism, via different things. University is a big thing. When it comes to university, I can get extra supports for university. So I have different leeways that allow me to do different things due to, my autism. I have access to different spaces. I have different accommodations. It's extremely useful for university in particular. But yes, then again, maybe it wasn't luck because my signs were blatant. PCs last quite a while, so having one better than you need for now isn't a bad thing. The diagnosis would help me get assistance and support with stuff. Yeah, I can 100% see that. And oh shit. Oh fuck. Sorry, I'm playing with a metal tube right now. I tend to play with things on stream because you can't see my hands down here. But this is my acne cream that I was supposed to hand over to a friend before they flew out. And I think I've punctured the tube, so I'm just squeezing and playing with it, and acne cream's getting everywhere, so I'm going to stop doing that now. But yes, I was generally mute until the age of 7. I see. See, I relate to that kind of, but not in the same way. I didn't speak for a while. I spoke very late, but because I was Chinese, right? And I grew up, my formative years where you're meant to develop language, I grew up in China for that. My parents just thought I didn't speak very soon because they thought I was very confused. They thought I was incredibly confused. So that didn't ring any bells, and they didn't think of it as an issue in any capacity, which was quite funny. What kind of support for university and other aspects of life? Okay, so other aspects of life isn't a really big issue per se, but things for university in particular. So for my exams, I get to take my exams in a room of only 20 or 30 people max. I get extra time on my exams. I get access to sensory rooms at uni. I have a coordinator for uni, so if any problems come up, I have extra time for assessments, etc. if I need to, and it all ties together with, it allows me to be a lot less stressed. My favorite thing about these accommodations is the fact that I get to take my exams for uni in a room of 30 people. It makes me feel much safer and less anxious overall. Wow, who wouldn't have guessed you were Chinese? I mean, they weren't entirely wrong. I feel like you're still confused very often. Autism, bullying, uni support, Shay having a bad memory. I don't even remember my childhood apart from being alone and having no friends. I need to give you a hug. I don't have anything to hug to symbolize hugging. I need to give Nick a hug. Nick needs a really big fat fucking hug right now. I'm just gonna sit like this because I can't hug Nick. But yeah, I don't know whether I remember a lot from my childhood or not. I feel like it's very hit or miss what I remember, but I like to think my memory's not awful but not good. Yeah, you kind of missed a lot. I like yapping a lot. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 5:30. It doesn't even feel like it. It doesn't even feel like it a lot. My childhood was genuinely a hellscape, to be aged. Am I allowed to know more about your childhood? I was very sheltered as a child, so I didn't have a lot of issues, mostly because I was surrounded with very specific people. But if you're okay to share with me, I would love to know more about it, to be honest. I was stuck dealing with everything unmedicated and unsupported. And then I'm assuming that you had the suppression from that, and that probably very much impacted how emotionally competent you are. I understand. I have only ever made 2 friends by myself, and that was one because we had the same birthday. My memory is only good. Oh shit, the chat's moving fast. So do you think people with autism have a comorbidity with chronic anxiety, or does autism itself tend to have a lot of cause of anxiety, or both? I don't know. I know they tend to be comorbid, but I wouldn't be surprised that the autism exacerbates the anxiety. So my medication to treat the symptoms of the autism is an anti-anxiety medication. So I'm functionally, I should be on 3, but I don't take one due to me feeling it's unnecessary, so I take it during specific seasons. But I am on a sleep one, which is an antidepressant. I am on a anti-anxiolytic, which is to treat the anxiety. And I'm also on an ADHD one that somehow makes me more anxious, which cancels out the second one. So I don't tend to take the ADHD one unless I really need to lock in, because like sometimes the desire to lock in overpowers the anxiety. Yes. Hey, I'm emotionally competent, just not socially comfortable. Are you sure you're not like a bit socially constipated? Socially constipated? Is that the word I want to use? I think it is the word I want to use. I don't think I could share in chat. It's quite heavy shit. I'm so sorry for asking. Sometimes I forget that, like, this is an issue. This is one of my issues, is that I forget that there are different social boundaries with, like, what people should share and shouldn't share as soon as they know people and how close and comfortable they are to people. I'm very sorry. I apologize for asking that of you. I didn't really, comprehend that that wasn't a thing that was socially appropriate to do. I would say it's quite the opposite for me. I don't remember my childhood. I only remember the part where I hit my head in class 1. I remember the part of my childhood where, one of my teeth is fake because I face planted onto like a brick pathway at school and I just like lost a whole tooth. Like, I feel like unless you look incredibly closely, you can't figure out which tooth it is. But that is probably one of my most vivid memories from my childhood. It's a pity it was an adult tooth too. So I just kind of have to live with it. And apparently they're like, we're going to like replace it fully, properly, do something with it when you're 21. I was like, 21's so far away. 21 is soon. It's like in the next 2 years. 2 years? 1 year. Next 1 year. God damn it. But yes, I think I heard that people with autism are just more likely to develop anxiety. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't count that as making a friend by myself because technically it is through Shay. I would say that I'm very happy that I've been able to make friends through Twitch. It makes me feel incredibly loved and cared for, that like I have a community of people who care for me, and I know that some people won't consider that friendship, but like with the people who speak regularly on my server, I consider them my friends. Maybe that's just a me thing, not being good at perceiving what friendship is and what should be, but I perceive the people who speak regularly to me on my server as my friends. I'm very happy that I ended up doing Twitch and found so many amazing people. I'm very happy that I followed up a lot of amazing people. I have the habit of sliding into other people's DMs because I found that, like, this sounds weird, but I found that a few people feel very incredibly awkward about sliding into my DMs because they're like, I don't want to be rude, I don't want to break a boundary, blah, 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 etc. So I tend to slide into their DMs. So I'm very happy with myself that I tend to do that. Also, what else am I happy about? Yes, I'm happy that I've slid into a few people's DMs to become closer with them. I'm also happy I showed up to a goddamn birthday party that I was really thinking about skipping. So, how I met someone was I went to a friend's birthday party and we were technically mutuals. I wasn't planning to go to that birthday party, mostly because the guy whose birthday it was, he has this friend who makes me very incredibly uncomfortable, and I found out that one of my friends wasn't going because like he had work on and my other friend was going to leave early, so I wasn't intending to go, but I went anyway because my friend's like, I suppose I can stay slightly longer, so I ended up going. And honestly, I feel like that's been one of the best decisions I made this year, which says a lot. But yes, I feel very grateful that I follow up leads when I think, friend-shaped. I feel very happy. Also, thank you for following. How comfortable are you saying the names of the medications? I understand if you would prefer not to hear. I don't know whether it's something I should say or not. I don't know if that's like, I don't know what the norm is for that. Can I just drop my medication names? Can anyone like stalk or kill me if they know my medications? I honestly don't know. But yes, I suppress emotions. I can still tell versus detect others' emotions in others. I'm very bad at I'm your opposite, I assume. I'm like the opposite of your counterpart in that respect. I do not suppress my emotions, but I can't tell what other people are feeling. I can tell what I'm feeling, but I cannot tell what other people are feeling. It's very difficult for me. I'm an open book, but nobody's reading. I am an open book as well. But yes, just got hit with a list of stuff wrong. Twitch saved my life for real. Do you want to... Can I ask to elaborate on that? I face planted on concrete gravel one time and bit straight through my lip. Had to sit in the back of class while bleeding for a while, then eat through a straw for the next few weeks. God damn. Going from geriatric to dead and getting a tooth replaced, huh? Yeah, I think that's quite funny. Wait. Twitch saved my life when I found so many amazing streamers and communities. I see. I never thought of doing the online thing when I was lonely and looking for friends. I just kind of existed alone for a while, if I'm being very, very honest. Prior to Twitch, I lost my 2 closest friends at the start of last year, and I had like maybe one or two people consistently I was hanging out with and seeing. And then other than that, I just didn't have any friends. Like, I got to the point, this sounds really bad. It doesn't, no, the way I'm talking about it sounds really bad. But I got to the point where I started playing like Love and Deep Space and stuff because I just needed some form of stimulation. I feel very grateful that I thought, hey, my parents are away and I'm existing solo. Maybe let's start making TikToks. And I'm so happy that TikToks took me to Twitch and now here where I have a whole Discord server full of people who are like, they're discussing very interesting and silly things. I'll say that. But yes, deaf friendship. Don't worry, Shay. But yes, what am I accept all friend requests from people in the server if I like them. I feel that technically someone could attempt to stalk after knowing rough location and med names. Okay. Thank you, Nine, for keeping me safe. No wonder Nick didn't accept my friend request for real. Hey, I'm supposed to be the least favorite. Duly noted. So would you say what empathy, if any, looks like for you? As in how I perform empathy or how I perceive empathy? Did you even ever send one to Bugle Boy? I don't remember. Sorry, I'm really bad at keeping up with chat. He kind of pissed me off. Sorry. I'm reading someone else's chat. No one kind of pisses me off right now. I met the most treasured people through Twitch. I went from feeling like I was hated by everyone to meeting literally my favorite human and then becoming shit. I'm so sorry. I ruined this really emotional message by the fact that I struggle to read. I just met some of the most treasured people through Twitch. I went from feeling like I was hated by everyone, then to meeting literally my favorite human being during some of the darkest times of my entire life. That is kind of how I feel. That's the type of gratefulness I feel after like coming to Twitch and socializing, meeting more people here. I feel incredibly special and I feel incredibly loved. Also, I've gotten to the point where like, I gotta say that I'm like throwing out like, I'm casually saying I love you to people because in my family it's a really normal thing, like saying I love you to like as like when you're leaving the house or when you're signing off a phone call, when you're messaging, like it's a really like thing I just kind of throw out there. And I found a few people via Twitch that I become friends with to the point where like I want them to know how much I care for them. I want them to know that I love and adore them so much. So I've just comfortably started sliding into that, which is nice. I feel like people should be able to say platonically that I love you to way more people than like it being an exclusively romantic thing. I feel like that about a lot of things. Like physical affection, I don't view as inherently romantic in my mind. Romantic feelings are an emotional thing versus a physical thing in my mind. So like I want to be more physically affectionate with my friends rather than more closed off because I feel like that's how I want to show I care and like words of affirmation, etc. Hence, I get very confused and very frustrated over the social boundaries that like determine like romantic versus platonic because like if I feel that this relationship is platonic, I still want to be able to say I care for you, I love you, etc. And I still want to be able to hug you, show you that physical affection because that's how I feel like I show I care. But yes. Oh, thank you for the follow. So I met someone important to me, but does kind of feel like I've ruined it. Okay, why do you think you feel like you've ruined it thus far? Can you elaborate on that thus far? Damn, there's so many groups of people here. The L word has a huge weight for me. I don't use it unless I really mean it and vice versa. I feel that too. Actually, that's a lie. That is a big lie. Because I say it to a few family members that I don't really mean it to, that I've become desensitized to it. So for me, it has a certain weight to it, of course, but it's also something that can also be casually said for me. Like if someone tells me that they love me, I hold it in very high regard. But when I tell someone else I love them, depending on who it is, how much regard I hold for them and the meaning can very much change. But I'm assuming the people who I tell that I care for them and that I love them, they know what intention I have when I do that. Yes, I only say I love you to family or really close family friends. Displaying emotions is normally not for me. Jay has probably said I love you to me more than my own family now because I love and adore Nick. I wouldn't be on Twitch without him. I wouldn't have my shit together without him, and I'm very grateful that I have him. He uploads all my VODs. He makes sure my streams are running. He makes sure that I have my to-do lists. He makes sure that the server's ongoing and that everything's running smoothly. I can't imagine a person that I couldn't love more than Nick at this point because he helps me with so many things. And for me, I suppose I see love not as transactional, but I see it as like someone caring for me enough that they help me and anticipate the things that I need help with before I ask. And for me, I suppose that's a big thing. So I do adore Nick so much that I want him to know. Sometimes I forget that it has a weight that, what the fuck is that? Sorry. Sometimes I forget that has a greater weight for some people more than others. So I suppose I need to be more selective. But honestly, when I really care for someone, I want them to know. It's really important for me. But I know that based off poking and prodding at certain people, that it has different meaning for other people. So I won't say it to them, even though I want to. Oh, sorry, I just slapped the mic a bit. But yeah, yo, welcome me. Hi, what's up? Yes. I used to show my compassion to others. Unless I definitely mean it to a non-family member. Peak mod. Nick is the bestest mod. He is. I think the best way to explain it would be in a letter I wrote. I see. This is why Nick has to be the one to ban me. Indeed. Also, I do really like the fact that Nick's name is spelt with an N-I-C, not with a K. Something about it I find extremely charming. It feels like I can't be myself at the moment, but I still want to be around. I see. Interesting. I know it's my first chat, LMAO, but I've just been chilling here watching. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Shay. I feel like I should introduce myself. Also, we hit 600 followers. That kind of feels really fucking weird and foreign because I came into Twitch not expecting much. I was told that in my first month of Twitch, I was told in my first 3 months of Twitch, I should expect maybe 10 viewers max, and I should expect no subs. And the fact that we are at month 3, I believe January should be month 3, and we're at the start of it, and that this has grown so much, it feels very incredible, and I feel incredibly appreciative. Whoa, I said the 600th follower. Thank you. I do want to say that every time we hit a milestone, I know it just flicks it up and down every so often. So I'm not going to be like, yay, 600 until we get like 610 people, because last time we did that for like, 500 people, it just like flipped and flopped for a while. But yes. What was I doing? I was introducing myself. Hi, my name is Shay. I started streaming because I wanted to yap about a few things. I was streaming art for a bit. I streamed my PC build. I tried to stream gaming, but I'm not good at gaming and I don't really enjoy gaming that much. So now I just kind of yap and talk on stream. So yeah, you can call me Shay. My username on Twitch is different. That is my Chinese name. I don't speak Chinese, so pronouncing my Chinese name just feels very awful when I know that I do have probably Chinese viewers and they could probably pronounce my name better than me, like 100%, and it just kind of feels embarrassing sometimes. So I never say my Chinese name on stream, and I never expect people to address me as such, but it is kind of like, it is kind of awkward when I raid someone and they use my Chinese name. I'm like, yep, I know. But yes, you can call me Shay, by the way. I won't. We need more Lego streams. Okay. 9 really got me into Lego recently. I will do more Lego streams. I need to hit up the Lego store more, and I will 100% like do more Lego streams. I don't know what I want to build though. I don't know if I'm going to build like a massive set or if I'm just going to keep building small sets. I built the Lego Chrysanthemum in an hour. Honestly, normally Lego takes me forever to build because I procrastinated on it so much. But the fact that I had chat there to do it with, it felt a bit better. Also, I do want to say that I felt very self-conscious building Lego. Like whenever I put a piece together, I was like, they're not clicking together. And I just felt very dumb and awkward. I feel the same feeling when I build Lego in front of 9 because he's really good at Lego and he's just very like, he does it very often. So it's very like fluid for him. So when I was doing it near him and he was watching me, I just felt incredibly awkward. I was like, let's not fuck up in front of someone who knows what they're doing. We are like average 50 viewers, so I think that it's been going good. Oh, hi child, how you doing? I loved your name. I see. But yes, Lego is great. Yay was the reason for something when group hangout for Lego. When group hangout for Lego. We'll organize something when you get back and when I'm free next. Take a breath, dude. You're too fast. I don't know. When I feel enthusiastic, I will yap. It's just in my nature. Just let me yap in peace. But yes, I'm literally free every day and basically every time of the day. Yeah, I need to kidnap Nick someday. I feel very awkward about being like, hey, Nick. Oh my God, wait. For 500 followers, I was meant to like cut Nick's hair because he needs a haircut. And he was like, Shay, I trust you enough to cut it. But the thing is, I kind of feel awkward about, I should probably talk to Nick about this privately, but I'm going to say it here as well. But as like an explanation as to why Nick's hair hasn't been cut, I kind of feel awkward meeting Nick for the first time and be like, yes, I'm going to meet you. I'm going to take you to my house, put you on stream and cut your hair. That kind of makes me feel kind of bad. So I think I should meet Nick in a different context, like maybe take Nick to lunch or something before I like kidnap him to my house and like cut his hair. Also, I love lemons. Yeah, I love lemons too. I have a video on my TikTok where it's just me eating lemons for like 3 minutes straight because I was salty at a comment. But yes, was curious, have you ever considered is that directed at me? Refined cupidity. Where am I looking? Another milestone. Okay, I think that's to me. Was curious, have you oh, never mind. No, that's not directed at me. I love lemons. I'm sorry, I'm really efficient and dexterous. How fucking dare you be efficient and dexterous? Lego is positive aura. I love putting together Lego. I just feel incredibly awkward. And like, I don't know, I can't do Lego alone. I have to do Lego with someone. So I grew up really liking Lego, but doing it alone was very daunting for me. So, you know, it is what it is in that respect. But I'm trying to get back. I'm not trying. I am getting back into doing Lego more because I have someone to do it with and it just kind of feels really nice. I feel like you're one of the most fluent yappers I follow. Have you ever considered freestyle? No, I have not, and I don't think I'll ever. Okay, you'll know that my career is dire if I ever become, you know those people who go from influencer to like music artist. If I ever go from the point of I'm on Twitch to like look at my single, my rap single is coming out today. Like, you know, what am I looking at? Damn, that's crazy, Trusto, trusting someone to cut your hair. I think it's a lot of trust, and I hold Nick in high regard for having that amount of trust in me. You're literally the coolest yapper I would meet. Take Nick out of your basement. Nick is not in my basement. Nick is in a cage under my desk. Thank you very much. I have him so close so he can help me out with some of, like, you know, the Twitch stuff. He sits under the desk with like a computer and whatever. But yes, Nick, sorry to say, but I'm going to drag you to the abode for the Lego book. Oh my god, that's such a cool idea. Also, that means like having, if you're there when I meet Nick for the first time, 9, it means that like hypothetically Nick can't kill me. So that's nice. I think that's a good idea. Out from under the table. What do you mean? It's completely normal first time experience. First time you run into someone like me. I believe he was in a human-sized bird cage. Think of more like a dog cage. Lego is just so expensive. I feel that. Like Lego is like one of those things that I get gifted for my birthday a lot. So I do like tend to compile sets over the year, and they just do them throughout the year. If you can see in the background, there are some Lego sets back there that I've contributed to. I say contributed because I don't have a good attention span when I'm doing Lego alone. So sometimes I just have someone else. I'll invite someone else to do Lego with me, and we'll start doing Lego, and then I'll get bored, and then they'll finish it for me, which isn't the best, but it's nice that I have someone to do that with. Yes. Nick can visit the attic. Nick does sound pretty fun. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh, I'm back. Hi, special ghost. How you doing? But yes. Anyway, 5 a.m. So I'm leaving. Jesus, Aeon. Go to bed. Go to bed. Yeah, we should do a group hangout. Damn, and a cage on the desk is literally the princess treatment. I think he likes it down there. It was a request. He wants to be there. He's happy there. Don't take that away from him. But yes, she's called me princess before. I'm sorry. Nick screams, like, Nick gives, like, princess energy. Like, some people you just look at and you want to be like, hey, baby girl. Or, like, hey, princess. Oh, the posture check. This chair is not built for, like, posture. Posture. Nick is a princess. I'm just a goober. You may as well be its stream lore now. Yes, I do believe, like, if anyone is the most princess coded here right now, I would say it is Nick. Very accurately Nick right now. But yes, Nick is a princess. If he's happy, then if he's happy there, then he's a person I vibe with. Absolutely peak. I'm very much stream lore. We have a lot of server lore at this point. It is very fucking funny about like the different server lore we have. Like we have a belly button guy. We have like a I got threatened once. It wasn't really a threatened, but like I had an incident once. We had like a mini like manhunt on the server. We've had a lot of things go down. It was very, very interesting. Shay, I like the rotating chair. Try spinning on it. What? Okay. Why are we spinning on the chair? I'm happy I didn't smack the mic. Part of me was concerned that I was going to smack the mic. Oh, this is kind of nice. I feel bad if you guys just watch me spin in this chair, but like it feels really nice. Like it's soothing the brain cells. Nope, they're getting dizzy now. Okay, give me a second. They're getting me dizzy. The brain cells feel a bit wonky, but yes. Oh, thank you for following. 21 inches. 21 inches, no, 21 centimeters. Yes. So Nick is a princess, Shay is the overlord, Sam is the yearner, 21 inches belly button guy, manhunt. What are we missing? What have we had go down? Oh, we have a server raid. that Nick handled so fast I didn't even realize happened, which I thought was quite funny. Oh, also thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm not very good at keeping up to date with everything, but I appreciate it. Don't spin too much inertia and all that. Is that I don't know. This is not my stream setup. This is not my stream set. What am I missing? Shay, keep it safe for under 18s. No 21 centimeter stuff. I'm talking about frog bread. What are you talking about? Also, second monitor just switched off. Also, I do want to say, Shaylaw would be like, also the fact that we have so many technical difficulties on stream. I think I finally perfected my stream setup, so we don't have as many technical difficulties off the bat, but like always having at least one technical difficulty, or sometimes my stream just finishing randomly. I feel like that's a thing. That is very much a thing that we have ongoing. That's quite frustrating, but is a thing. Send your DM on Discord, by the way. Feel free to check it whenever, as it's nothing important. I like to think I'm more than just a yearner, a poet, a jester, a knight, and a warlock. I believe Sam is my medieval muse. Sam is my I feel like, give me a second. I'm going to go to Instagram. Allow. Give me a second. I'm going to go to Instagram right now. And I believe, what is it? I believe Sam does not have a nickname on Instagram, and most people have nicknames. I need to decide what to do for Sam's nickname. I'm going to change it, and he can have an opinion on it, on whether he likes it or not. I'm thinking this one. This is one option, so I will let him decide whether he wants to share it with the class. Or my other option is this. Anyway, what is happening? Sam is the serf of all trades. Oh, I'm also into F1. That's just casually on the back burner right now because the season's not on. But yes, F1 is also a thing. Did you do something with your hair? I dyed it again. Okay, so, expensive. It's expensive to, it's not, okay. Because I don't have a functional job, like an adult job right now, and I'm just pulling from my savings, it felt expensive, but I just dyed my hair. So all the roots are done, and it's all like, it's like brownie blonde underneath. When I wash out the toner, it will, you know, become like a nicer, like brighter color, but I dyed it. I like how it is. I think I'm going to keep it this way for a while. It makes me really happy. I know that my hair is probably going to be really dated because like this is very like, like 2020s inspired, you know, but I really like it how it is. I'm very happy with how my hair came out. Do I have a nickname yet? Not yet. I will find one. I don't think I have a nickname yet apart from the occasional pet name and Nick. I can throw more pet names at you, sweetie. I don't have an issue with it. But yes, looks good, yeah. At the salon on DIY. Salon. My cousin is a hairdresser, and she does not, okay, firstly, she does not discount my hair dyeing whatsoever. But the thing is, like, she's pulled me out of so many binds with my hair. Like, when I'm really sad, I dye my hair, and I DIY it. I'm not bad at DIY dyeing my hair at all, but I would prefer a professional take care of it. I've thought about it, like returning back to like doing it myself. I do not do box dye. I'm a no box dye girly. I will get the developer, I will get the bleach, and I will get like everything. Like I will get the proper, the proper ingredients. My mind went to ingredients. I will get the proper ingredients. I will never use box dye. So when I do need my hair occasionally fixed, it's fine. But also there's some things with my hair that if I dye it, I can't fix. So if I can't do my own hair and I can't do the back and I struggle with the back, it makes me really fucking anxious. So it's just easier to have someone else do it. I would prefer to do it myself, not gonna lie. Would prefer to do it myself and save myself like a few $100s. But, you know, I would rather the back even than not. DIY is relatively cheap. I've been dubbed the yearner. The other title I would to give, actually, I'll let Sam decide on a nickname. The other one I was going to use as like the muse, but I feel like I'm more of Sam's muse than he is mine, if I'm being honest, because for Sam, he is a muse in terms of art, but I feel like for Sam is more of my muse for art, whereas I'm a muse for Sam in more capacities, so I feel like I can't really call him, you know, the muse, because I'm more the muse than he is. But yes, I've done every color in the rainbow DIY. Really? Your hair looks like a, I'm not gonna pronounce that word. I don't know. DIYing. I want to try it, but I'm very scared because my hair is black. I'm scared of fucking it up and I'm scared of it being uneven. I know enough about hair dyeing that I 100% could do it, but I need someone to help me. And if it fucked up, and if my hair got fucked up and like it was the back that came out really bad because someone else dyed it, I would be very upset, and I don't really want to become very upset, and I don't think I have trust in anyone enough to dye the back of my hair. So I would 100% DIY it, but I'm very anxious and scared. But yes, nice pun. I finished. Oh, thank you for following me, by the way. I just finished a crab stick my sister gave me, and now I remember the fried food that makes me feel sick. I cannot pronounce that word. I'm not very good at pronouncing words. I used to set up like 3 mirrors for it. Oh, I see. I'm scared of the back. I'm scared of like, what is it? I'm scared of like my hair falling out of my head. It's a thing. But yes, you are the muse and I am the earner. Indeed. But yes, hydrate. That's the word. Hydrate. Water. Black hair def seems like a real pain to dye. I know how it should work, and I've dyed other people's hair before, but I've never dyed my own hair, and I don't know whether I'm willing to start now. But yes, I remember the time my hair was dyed, except I was a kid, so I got really shitty dye and it came out in 3 showers. I want to dye my hair white. It depends how light your base is. Depending on how light your base is, it could be realistically very feasible. Yeah, I have black Asian hair too, and I'm a dude, so if it fucked itself, I would just shave it off. I am jealous. Shay, dye your hair blonde. I dyed it like a lighter brown, like a red brown once, and because my skin is quite tanned, like you can't tell in the sliding because it whitewashes me out, but because my skin sits on more of the tanned in an Asian sense, because you know, whitewashing culture, blah 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 blah, my lighter hair just does not suit me. I need that contrast that works with my eyes and my hair because it just balances out my face. So I will never be able to dye my hair like a blonde unless it's under, because I need that top contrast for it to work out more. But yes, I tried dyeing my hair for a con, didn't work out, just made the water dye color when I washed it out. I see. Lightest I've gone is baby pink. Fried the shit out of my hair. What hair care do you use for that? Because like I'm currently riding on like Olaplex K18, and recently I haven't done it yet, and Nine hasn't reminded me, but I was supposed to order some shampoo online because I forgot to. We checked in store yesterday and they didn't have it in stock, so I need to order it online. I don't really like ordering things online because I'm a very like look in store type of person. Like I like the gratification of feeling the thing I'm buying. So yes, I'm quite sad that I have to wait. It's a waiting thing and the gratification of feeling it and instant gratification, blah 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 blah, but I have to order it online. Yes, Shay, I will not be wearing any costumes on stream. I don't think I'll ever cosplay on stream. I think it would be very unlikely if I did. Hello, can I ask you some questions? Go for it. I use Sabaki red shampoo, conditioner, hair oil. I currently alternate between using the Fino hair oil when I'm not at home. When I'm at home, I use the Moroccan hair oil. I use the K18 hair mask, and I've also used a few things from Olaplex over the years. I was going to remind you, but you cut me off, change topic, and then I got sidetracked because of something really important regarding hospital/medical problems. I see. I'm not going to do it now. I can't stop the stream and like be like, guys, give me a second. I'm just going to pull up, like, I'm just going to go into Google and search for the shampoo. No comment on what I'm doing. No comment on what I'm doing. Give me a second. Let me... I'm totally not Googling the shampoo right now. Let me have a look. I wish they sold like larger bottles of this. Why the fuck is there an AI mode on Google? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ew. Who did that? That's disgusting. Why the fuck do we have an AI mode on an AI mode on Google? I'm not happy with that. I'm staunchly anti-AI. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so do I? Oh, oh my god, I can get travel sets. I'm so sorry. I squirreled myself into looking at shampoo. Yes. What is your word per minute about typing? I have no idea. Fino is okay. I use OGX, works quite well for me. I use Olaplex Bonding, but I found out I prefer the finish of the OGX. And it was cheap, so yeah. She's researching it. AI mode in Google has been a thing for a while now. I've just kind of dodged it, not gonna lie. Kind of shocks me that there are people that use AI for literally everything in their day-to-day life. Yeah, I think it's disgusting. I think it is fucking disgusting. Why can't we research things? Why can't we create art on our own? I feel like people being like, oh, but if you don't like AI art, it's ableist. There are so many amazing disabled artists out there who still practice their craft and they don't use AI. So I don't know what the fuck people are on about. Give me a second. I I've never once used AI unless it's been forced upon me. Yeah, I dodge AI in most contexts. In all contexts, unless it's like a forced upon me thing for a uni thing, school thing, blah 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 blah. AI poems are cursed and have made poem community odd to navigate. AI poems? I mean, of course, it's going to penetrate all art spaces, but AI poems? Okay, give me a second. I'm currently going through personal problems right now, and it's very odd when I've been ignored for the whole day, and then like the first message that pops up from my parents are like midstream, and they want to deal with things now after ignoring me all day. I'm going to throw myself off I'm going to throw myself out a window and onto the grass out there. It looks lovely. It's nicer than what's currently ongoing. Oh, hi, what's up? Yeah, AI songs have been, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know about the AI music thing. If you follow K-pop and you know who Cat's Eye is, they had an AI music video for their new song, Internet Girl, which I think is very ironic and horrible. But yes, Murphy's Law can go, I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm never going to be the type of person who will harm themselves in any capacity, but I will make my life a personal inconvenience. Hence, if I throw myself out that window and roll onto the grass, hypothetically, I'll be fine. Yes, I believe that. I agree. AI is killing human creativity. Definitely. I strongly believe that a lot of human thinking should not be outsourced to AI. And a lot of people will say, but it's cheaper. What about small businesses or small studios, etc., etc., etc.? Not gonna lie, I know that like a lot of small studios have existed before AI, and they've made do with what they have. And yes, it may accelerate their process, it may be cheaper for them, but also I feel like compromising artistic integrity for that just feels insane, if you know what I mean. But yes, don't inconvenience yourself. I think there's no harm done if I don't inconvenience myself. There was this guy in chat that used AI to write a medieval poem. Shake my head. Yeah, I remember that guy. But yeah. Oh my god, I bet there are people who use AI to slide into people's DMs. Ugh. I feel like if you can't like slide into someone's DMs normally and you have to use AI, that's on you. That just means like you are the problem 100%. But yes, but I do the thinking for my work. No, I don't believe in AI. I think the sheer use of resources for AI just to make life a personal convenience for humans is just horrific for us in the planet. But yes. But yes, you have a brain user. Exactly. That's how I definitely feel about these things. Also, what time is it? Oh, hi, what's up? What time are we running? Oh, okay, we're at another break. We're at another break point. So I am going to be right back. I will be back in 3 minutes. I will like set a timer. Give me a second. I will set a time. Oh, shoot. Give me a second. Let me get the timer up. I will set a 3-minute timer that I promise I'll be prompt to. And I will see everyone in 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello, how are we doing? I'm back. I know that was later than 3 minutes, but I had to deal with some shit. Shay said if you slide into her DMs, at least use medieval talk when you compliment me. And then they went to do a ChatGPT response. So, yeah. That made me feel some kind of way. If you cannot yearn manually, you shouldn't be able to yearn at all, in my opinion, manually. Yearning manually is such a funny concept to me. But yes. Anyway, I have to go, Shay. I'm going to play a co-op game with friends. Hope you have a wonderful stream and enjoy, everyone. Thank you. Bye, Brian. I also had to deal with some shit when I was probably a lot easier than yours. Because my SIM card was not working. It's not hard to come up with ideas of your own. However you do. My personal life is on fire. My personal life is on fire, and I'm procrastinating on getting a piercing because of that. Is that a healthy way to deal with my personal life being on fire? No, it's not. But will it make me possibly feel better? Possibly, maybe. So next stream, you might see me with another piercing. Don't question it. Just know that my life is a bit frustrating right now. So that is how I'm doing. But does it work? I don't know. Is this my rebellious phase that the like, oh, I'm upset with X, Y, and Z. So in rebellion, I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I've tossed up on a few piercings. I've definitely tossed up on like a facial piercing or like more ear piercings. But the thing is, I don't wear more jewelry. I don't just wear jewelry in general. So like getting more piercings probably just does not do anything for me. And I probably won't use or wear the piercings. Like I have earrings. I have 2 sets of ear holes, like, you know, like ear piercings, right? That I just don't use. Like I don't use them both at all. I just alternate my earrings between the 2 of them. So like I feel like I want to get a piercing. I've been dying for a lip piercing for ages. But the thing is, like, you know, I don't wear jewelry. I tend to not wear jewelry. Also, I am like not a fan of something foreign being in my mouth. So yes, I've thought about piercings, like facial piercings, so like lip and eyebrow, but I've never been able to go through with it. And oh shit, that's the alarm. That was the repeated alarm. But yes, tis the season. Fear not, for I have retired. Hello, snake eyes. Yeah, I've thought about snake bites. Yes. It's not hard to come up with the idea. Is that your mum trying to get you to use the septum piercing? Excuse me, what? Piercing where though? Or belly button? Is the belly button. So my mother for some reason really wants me to get a belly button piercing. And she's like, I'm willing to pay for it. Like, just get one. Like, I think it'd look really good on you. I think she's trying to live vicariously through me. I don't think a belly button piercing would suit me, to be honest. I don't know why I would go for a belly button piercing in the first place, but she has offered several times. And yes, indeed. I have never thought of a belly button piercing, but I've thought of a facial piercing before. I wore a fake lip ring for a while to see how it felt simulation-wise and how it felt to have something on my lip consistently. And I think I handled that pretty well, but my father did not like it whatsoever. So maybe this is my era of rebellion. So, you know, if you see, if you see a pierced up Shay with a few more piercings, don't question it. Will I ever get a tattoo as a form of rebellion or because I'm feeling like this? Probably not. But you know, we'll see. We'll return. Fuck, did I make a typo? Yes, you did. You said fret not, for I have retired. I was like, oh damn, okay, she's retired. But yeah. As said though, I don't feel like I can be myself, but I still want to be around. I feel that. I want to get my seconds for my ears, but I don't know if it would look good. It depends if you think you're actually going to wear the piercings. Like, I've thought about getting my helix, but the thing is, I don't think I'll actually wear the piercings, which is why I have such a, like, weird issue about it. Also, thank you for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Sorry. It has potential. I mean, I suppose it does. Like, I've definitely thought about it before. But yes, I accidentally saw I also saw a decently sized funnel with cider at my house and took them outside. Have to go for dinner, might not make it back before the stream ends. Oh, give me a second. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hi, we're back. My personal life is on fire once again. How is everyone doing? Oh, spaghetti meatballs for dinner. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I want Italian food right now. But yes, that was so juvenile. Not fully grown. Looked awesome. Oh, what did I miss? Have to run. You had rock piercings. Oh, thank you. How did I get auto mod for that? But yes, hello. I'm so sorry for disappearing. Sometimes that happens. My personal life is on fire right now, which is always interesting. Shay, do you know what the oldest profession in the world is? Do tell. Do tell. I have an idea what it could be, but I'm not 100% sure. So why don't you tell me what the oldest profession in the world is? Do tell. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm very sorry for disappearing. Things are blowing up. It is just a bit frustrating, but yes. Oh gosh. It could be because I said ads. Oh? Interesting. I don't know how auto mod works. I don't know how a lot of Twitch stuff works, and I probably should get onto that to understanding that all, but I really haven't. I feel really bad for Nick, who is like my moderator / admin. He does a lot of stuff, and I've talked to a few people and they're like, Shay, you shouldn't really get Nick to do everything for you because he's going to get burnt out and you're not going to be able to do it. And yeah, I know. I'm at the point of probably needing to sit down and actually learn how to do all these things on my own. I'm very thankful that I have Nick. However, I should definitely do these things on my own. Maybe it's because you asked me to ban you. I think that's what the word could have been. The ban was the auto mode. Oh, I see. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Dentistry. I want to say dentistry, perhaps. I think he really needs a break. It isn't going to be good for him in the long run. See, me too, but he says he can keep going. But the thing is, I don't really know how to negotiate around it. I'm so sorry, Nick, we're talking about you while you're here. That makes me feel guilty, but yes. Oh yeah, dentistry. I wouldn't be surprised. I believe there was like evidence found of the removal of a tooth. That is what we considered like the first evidence for dentistry. Yes. Do karate. I think he needs to do karate. I think we all need to do karate. What do we mean by karate? I think people need hobbies. I feel like a lot of people are spending their times in content consumption, and I feel like content consumption is taking away from like, the possible creation of anything that we do as humans. Hence, I feel like we need to be more creative. We need to do things. We need to produce things rather than just consuming. I feel like if we consume things, like we overly consume things, we just become a product of whatever's popular at the time being. And I don't think that's always necessarily the healthiest thing to be / exist as. But yes, this is very low work. I couldn't get burned out from this. I mean, okay. Nick does a lot for me as what I perceive a lot, but maybe what he perceives as a lot is different. So I don't really know what to do when it comes down to stuff like that, if I'm being very completely honest. Might be for now, but still good to have something of your own to do and work on. Honestly, I think Nick should stream more. If Nick streamed more, like, would I be the most active chatter and watcher? Possibly not, because he's probably going to stream gaming, and I'm not a fan of gaming. But I would be there to support. Would I always raid him? 100%. I would love to see Nick get on the internet more, maybe stream or like do something. I'd love to see more of Nick because I know that he can do things. I know that his PC right now is probably not the best state to stream, which is probably why he hasn't streamed thus far. But I would love to see if there's other things Nick could possibly work on. But yeah. And to be fair, you get paid in peak content. Oh, excuse me. Again, give me a second. We return with strawberries. I'm being fed. Apparently there is a common concern that I haven't eaten today, but I have eaten chicken tenders and ice cream. So I have definitely eaten today, but there is a common concern that I have not eaten enough. Anyway, I haven't considered streaming before, but it's just I don't have the confidence or motivation to really get it going. Honestly, if you're not sure about streaming, I would start by like content creation in general. So get on TikTok, get on Insta. I recommend TikTok more if I'm being honest, because breaking into TikTok's easier. There's no benefit if you're an Australian and you're getting into TikTok because we don't have the creator fund here. However, it is a good way to get comfortable with the internet. Oh, also hi. That's how I pipelined my way here. I don't really post on Insta a lot because it just feels like a whole different beast. But I think if you want to get into streaming, I would start with like short form content or maybe move to YouTube perhaps, depending on how you are as a person. A fed Shay is a healthy Shay. I know, and I probably need to eat more and I probably need to up my diversity of food. I got delivered some strawberries, but honestly, I don't really feel like eating them. I'm probably going to seek out food after the stream. But yes, I will be fed eventually. I used to stream, I've just become very infrequent with it. I think like start once a week. If you can, maybe like start once a week streams. Honestly, I threw myself very headfirst into stream by doing three streams a week. And I used to stream for like 6 hours because I just had the social energy to do so. But now I'm trying to be a bit more conservative with my energy and not burst out with all this content as well as burnout. I need to work on my TikTok because I've kind of abandoned my TikTok, which is really bad. But I don't really have much to say in regards to my TikTok. So I'm thinking about starting the carrot thing again. If you're wondering how I started getting followers, it's because I used to stab carrots on things and then I used to make a silly joke about it and then yap about my day. I think I'm going to return back to that because I don't really have much to say, and doing that whole carrot thing made me feel like less self-conscious about me existing on the internet. So that carrots may come back once again. And yeah, I like Shay too, but I've got my video editing, I've got my poems, I've got my skating, they are my karate. I like that Sam has hobbies because I feel like when Sam has hobbies, there's a lot to talk about beyond me. Because I feel like if Nick is very Shay-centric, I feel like there's not much to talk about beyond that. So I definitely think that having your karate is very important. Good morning, bouldering on noon from Germany. Good evening. It is good evening. It is afternoon / evening in Australia. I think 3 to 4 hours per stream would be very good. Yeah, it used to be way longer. I used to do like from 7 p.m. to like 1 a.m. and that was a while. So I stopped doing that as often. My first stream was actually in 2018. Yeah, I know, Nick. I 100% fixing the posture. I actually, when I first heard and met Nick, I went to stalk like all his accounts. So Insta, TikTok, Twitch, anything that he had linked, and I found it and I just kind of investigated Nick a bit more because I was curious. I took a long break from Twitch after my favorite person retired. I'm slowly getting back into it as a viewer. That's lovely. I'm so happy you found me, by the way. I know that you've only been on my stream like maybe once or twice, but you've seemed like a really kind and interesting person. And like, I like that you're passionate about spiders. I haven't met anyone who's been passionate about spiders before. I've met people who are like passionate against spiders, but it's nice to know that someone cares for like all the things that some people write off. I think it's very special. But yes, I'm a very chill streamer. I could probably work on a few technical things, like I could make my background nicer, I could make my lighting, blah, 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 blah. But at this point, I don't really want to go the distance because I don't think there's much benefit in doing so. Like, I definitely upgraded a few things, like I built a PC, but that's a whole separate thing. I got a nicer webcam, I kept swapping those out, etc., etc., etc. But I don't really think I'm going to invest too much into this hobby until, like, I find, like, things are coming from it. Especially when it's, like, not, you know, during the holiday season when people are more generous. Because I can look at, like, my Twitch earnings from, like, I'm doing so well. But then I can also look at my Twitch earnings and be like, well, technically it's the holiday season and people are, like, more generous during the holiday season. So can't really base everything off that, per se. I'm passionate about animals in general and tarantulas are my favorite. Well, no one knows about my first YouTube account, which I uploaded to. My first video was uploaded in 2016. Nick, you know what I'm going to say and I'm going to ask. Perchance, may I have a look at that? Also, I've been saying this a lot. I've been saying this to a lot of people, but I need to catch up with a few people. I have a few people that I've said that I'm going to hang out with, but I've been feeling like so floppy and overwhelmed with the start of the year that I haven't even initiated anything. So I will get onto that. But yes, you're right. No need to overdo it. Yeah, that's exactly my methodology right now. I'm trying not to overdo it because I don't want to burn out. I have uni upcoming in February and I'm really nervous of whether I can upkeep this current schedule as is. So I'm trying not to set expectations high. So I'm trying not to do those 6-hour streams. So when I go into uni, it doesn't suddenly drop. I'm trying to keep it realistic, I suppose. But yes, just join your Discord. Oh, that sounded very creepy. A friend of mine is passionate about writing. Oh, you're gonna go? Bye. Bye. Have a good evening. I might try coming back to being me within a few weeks, or at least after I have a solid base for my day-to-day. I feel that. And also, no, it's not creepy that you told me you joined my Discord. That makes me extremely happy. I don't have Discord open right now, but I'm gonna open it up. I really like seeing people in my community yapping with each other. It makes me incredibly happy to see how everyone is doing. Also, I like knowing when people join my Discord because it just makes me happy to see that people are interacting. Like, one of the things I very much enjoy, sorry, I'm using QR code to sign in because I can't be bothered to get my password out, is the fact that, like, on my Discord server that people interact with each other without me having to prompt it or without me having to like lead the conversation, etc. So it makes me incredibly happy to see people join the Discord server. Like I know that a lot of people will join the Discord server to like yap to me, blah blah XYZ, but it's very nice that everyone gets along with each other. I see. But yeah, welcome to the server. Please go get your roles. If you join the server, go get your roles. There are extra roles. So if you go to #roles, there are roles. They don't have any meaning whatsoever, but they're kind of just a bit of like a little silly that I have ongoing, so I can sort people, and I sort people by like their little roles so I can remember who they are. So I know, this person, I recognize them because their name is this color, they're this role, and then their name. I just find it easier to differentiate people. It doesn't actually have any proper meaning, so you can realistically choose whatever role you like. Also, I like to see what people vibe with. This whole server was set up in a way that like, it was kind of set up as a joke because like it was meant to be like a silly server per se. Like I went to call a friend Discord Kitten, so they said no, I turned it into Royal Feline, and that became my like domain because I'm like the overlord, the server overlord, and then this is my domain. So very medieval, very whimsical. So yes, but yes, I'm gonna leverage my old videos and say that I'll show them to you in person. We should catch up. I need to plan a hangout with you. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm gonna buy you lunch or something before like inviting you over to my house so I sound less creepy when I cut your hair. But yes, it is a silly server. We do be like that. Yes, as a joke, just in case it didn't go well. No, it was started as a joke because I wasn't sure how other people set up their servers. I actually have another server that I started as like a smaller thing. The biggest server was kind of started up as a joke because my friends and I wanted to role play a bit and be silly in like the whole like this little kingdom that we built. And then when it came down to it, some people started asking for my Discord, so I just kind of opened up this server to be more public. So yeah, it was actually a joke. But yes, yeah, we have a lot of things ongoing in the server. We have food, off-topic things such as like F1, 18 plus. 18 plus, I want to preface, no 18 plus imagery. 18 plus conversation, not imagery. I don't want to see it. And then we also have things like pet pics, plushie pics, silly quotes, PC help, etc. If you don't want to be pinged, go for it, turn pings off. But I do tend to run server game nights when my life is a bit more stable. And I also try to do other things such as like just getting on voice calls and yapping. So if you want to ever find me anywhere and you want to contacting me through my server is an amazing way. I always like streamers who have a Discord server a lot more. There's a lot more you can invest in community wise. I didn't know whether it was a norm or not. I just got asked for my Discord and I was like, oh, I don't really want to give someone my private Discord. So I was like, I'll just throw them into the server. And then people just kind of went from there. I think it's really cool to see how much it's grown. So I think we're almost at 150 members and it feels very odd. I think the lack of sleep's catching up to me. It feels very odd, but it also feels amazing to know that there are so many people who are at least interested in being here. But yeah, I would be happy to yap again in a couple of weeks if you would be, Shay. I would be happy to yap with you. I'm happy to yap with anyone privately, given that I know more about them as a person. Because I can know people in my chat, but I need to know a bit more about them as a person before I feel comfortable. I'm proud to say I was one of the first people to join. I know, and I'm very happy you joined, Nick. I'm very, very grateful that you found me. But yes, after it opened publicly, didn't you sleep well? I didn't sleep well. I was up very late. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I didn't sleep well, if I'm going to be honest. I slept at 2:30, woke up around 7:30, went back to sleep, woke up at 8, and then I had like a 2-hour nap at a friend's place. So how was I doing? My sleep is everywhere. I need to work on my sleep schedule. So I'm very happy that I should be ending the stream at 7, so in about half an hour. And hopefully I'll be able to have a very early night so I can sleep well. Oh my god, wait, what day is tomorrow? Today is Sunday, Monday. I don't have any plans tomorrow. That feels weird and amazing. It feels weird and amazing. I just get to rot. Also, I did die. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I have people in my life who are just very accepting that sometimes I just flop and pass out. When I feel very overwhelmed with my personal life, I will just like fall asleep because I just can't tolerate or deal with anything anymore. So I'm very grateful that I have people in my life who don't mind that aspect about myself. But yes, she might be thinking of excuses to leave us. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Wow, no plans. No, I've been really like socially go, 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 go for the last like 2 weeks, like post Christmas. So the fact that I finally have like a break is nice. And then I have a sleepover. I have a sleepover on Wednesday and I'm really excited for that. So that's my next plan. Oh my god, I do have something. I do have something I want to do. I want to find some dark blue nail polish. I've started like painting one of my friends' nails and they wear a lot of blue. Their favorite color is purple, but they wear a lot of blue. So I want to get some blue nail polish, but I haven't had the chance to do that yet because I've kind of been like here, there, everywhere. So maybe that's what I should do as like some more chill Shay time. Take a breather for real. I need to take a social breather. Like my anxiety these days is kind of off the charts with socializing. So I said this to a friend last night, but I said that right now, while I'm interesting and people actually want to be around me, I feel very much like I have to constantly be around people because I'm scared if I disappear, they will disappear too. So I've been in that, like, I have to be constantly social mood, as well as the fact that, like, I'm currently not doing really well mentally. So I've been very much like being around other people to make sure that I'm okay. So I've been up and down these days. I'm very lucky that I do have people who are there to support me and who are there to be like, Shay, if you want a nap, go for it. And I'm happy to just sit here with you. I feel very lucky and very grateful. Yikes, I went to sleep around 7 p.m. with a headache, had to take aspirin, woke up at 8, then went to sleep again until 3, and then slept again. God damn. Also, thank you for the follow. Yes, you need some Shay time for yourself. See, the thing is, I don't know what I'm going to do with Shay time. That's the part that scares me. Like, I don't want Shay time if it's just doom scrolling. Like, I want to do art. I've brought like a sketchbook again, and it's like, can I show you? It's not like the most complete piece. It's not the most complete piece, and I think I shoved like the things I was using. But I started. Can I show this? It's not the best quality right now. But I started drawing one of my friend's eyes, and when he smiles, like the corner crinkles, and I was trying to get him to smile. Like, I was trying to get a photo of him smiling because, like, the corners of his eyes crinkle. And I was, like, poking and prodding at him, like, with, like, I think it was, like, this pen. I was, like, poking and prodding at him until he smiled. And I finally got a photo. And I'm currently just working my way through that sketch. I used to feel very self-conscious about sketching as my form of art. Because, like, I can do proper pencil pieces. I can do pencil portraiture, etc., right? I don't have any problems with it, but I prefer sketching because it just feels a bit more calmer, less weight towards it. But I kind of grew up very self-conscious about sketching because I had an art teacher who was like, oh, sketching isn't really real art. It's just kind of a plan. But now I'm at the point where it's like, fuck it, I want to do what I wish. But yes. I know that everyone won't disappear overnight, but it makes me incredibly anxious. I feel like, well, I still have momentum. I just need to keep going. Like, I need to keep going with Twitch. I need to keep going with TikTok, but TikTok's already dropped off, and then socially with friends, etc. But yeah, she sounds like she could need one. She's Daniel Jacksoning. She's out Daniel Jackson or McKay. I'm so envious. If I would talk so fast, I would stumble over my tongue because I know I do. Honestly, I can talk really fast, but I'm really bad at reading, so it's a trade-off. Also, thank you for the follow. You could play Persona since you said you like that. I feel like coming back to things I haven't done in a while feels very awkward, and I feel a bit nervous and anxious about it. Maybe it's because I'm a really big procrastinator. I might like fire up Persona later tonight and just sit through that. Not gonna lie, like I'm playing Persona 3 Reload right now. I really like it, except I don't like the day-to-day social stuff, which sounds very on brand for me. And I very much like the combat. And the thing is, to optimize like your stats, like realistically, if you do all the combat in one night, given you don't like run out of like energy, and then use the other nights to basically grind away at your other stats, technically that I think that's the best way to go about it. However, it's not the funnest. It's not fun if you do all the fun stuff in like one night and then you have to do all the other evenings and nights doing the more grindy stuff. But yes, yeah. Sorry, I just yapped. I couldn't draw to save my life. You could read in your Shay time, books, fanfics. I do read in my Shay time, but I haven't been in any fandoms lately. I've barely been watching anime, so I have one fandom that I keep returning back to over and over again, and I read through those fanfictions. I started reading those lately. I've been filling my time with other people, which isn't a good coping mechanism, but that's what I'm doing. What else? One of my friends is trying to get me into reading again. He's trying. I very much appreciate it. I could go back to Love and Deep Space. Feels like a weird circle, but I could go there, and then I could start watching shows again. Oh my god, do I see an N64 in the background? Yes, we have an N64, and there might be a GameCube on those shelves because this isn't my office, and the person whose office it is, they collect things, and it's one of the things they collect. But yes. Oh, thank you for the follow. Update. We got to update her bits and follow goals. How do I do that? See, this is why I shouldn't have Nick take care of everything for me. Because if Nick takes care of everything for me, the issue is I don't know how to do any of this stuff on my own. But yeah, you might like Final Fantasy. I recommend 10. Character art is one of my absolute favorite passions. I really enjoy designing characters, but I feel really guilty that I'm not one of those artists who can just pull it out of my ass. I have to look for references compared to those people who can just like think about what they think their character should look like and they can just snap, it appears. But yes, I do think the follow goals update automatically just via Twitch. I have no clue about the bits. That's one amazing looking office. Thank you. It's not my office, but I will pass the compliment on. I think both are automatically done by Twitch. I see. Okay, but yeah, more or less, I need to take some shade time, but I don't know how. Oh my gosh, I'm one of those people who are like, I don't know how to relax, and that sounds like such a first world problem. But I really don't know how to relax. I don't know how to have home days these days. I just need to constantly be going out to like self-distract from everything. And I really shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So let's see. I'll update everyone tomorrow on my plans. But hopefully tomorrow will be more of a home day. I would like to go out because I sometimes feel extremely bored when I'm not going out. But I will try make a home day. That sounds... I think both are automatically. Pulling it out of your ass comes with experience, ma'am. Do you have experience with that? Because I don't have experience with that, but I'm not judging you if you do. Honestly, that doesn't look like an office. It looks like a living room. What company do you work for? If that is what an office looks like. Home office, home office, home office. Home office, that's more functionally a living room. It's like this is the gaming room, more or less. Lovely TV over there. Comfy couch, stuff that's displayed, PC and stuff, etc. That is here. But yes, I'll have a look after stream. Oh, thank you for following, by the way. It sounded better in my head. Don't worry, I say these things all the time that sound better in my head, but then I arrive at like what I'm actually saying. I'm like, oh, that came out wrong. I feel like I pull a lot of innuendos and people think I'm funny, but I don't realize that I'm doing it on purpose. So I just feel very dumb and silly a lot of the time, but it is what it is. Also, we are at 6:30. I might wrap this up at 1:45 actually. Also, I did forget last time to raid. Oh, was it the time before that? I forgot. And I'm getting better at it. Oh my gosh, I am actually sleepy. Like I was gonna say all my handles are somewhat consistent across platforms. That's bullshit because my TikTok, my Twitch, and then my Discord and Insta all have different handles. Functionally like iterations of the same handle. But my Discord is actually Shay is Sleepy, and I was like, very on brand indeed. We did do a raid last time. It was the one before that. Ending stream. Gasp. Not gonna lie, like, last time the only reason that I kept yapping for the last stream was, like, someone was like, oh, if I donate money, will you continue? I was like, yes, sure, because I'm kind of broke right now, so... I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll continue speaking for, like, half an hour more because I got a donation. If you could spare a little while tomorrow, I would like to chat for a few minutes. If they donate for the mask. Oh, I see. Whoops. You know what? Yeah, again, I'm down to chat with people, but the thing is chatting one-on-one with people I'm not very familiar with makes me incredibly anxious. So I would 100% like to. I just need to become a bit more familiar with you. I said that a few times, but yeah. Sometimes people do intrigue me, so if their opening lines are very intriguing, I will bite. But most of the time, I'm at the point where I have something called the Shay Advisory Board, and I send most of my DMs through the Shay Advisory Board on whether it's safe or not to engage with people. And most of the time, they're like, Shay, you really shouldn't be like yapping to random people in your DMs. So I try not to, but you know, yeah, sometimes I'm just naturally intrigued. You and me both. Who isn't broke right now laughs at past Christmas. We're all broke. I feel that. I feel like January is the season of brokenness when everyone's out of Christmas money and we're just all tired together. Especially with voice chat. I would not get into voice chat. Voice chat scares me. I understand that. I do want to say that we do host server game nights that do occur via voice chat. So you are welcome to join those. However, you don't have to join voice chat. You're very welcome to mute your mic, etc. If you just want to join to play the games but not really socialize, 100%. You should get into them. They can be really fun. I like voice chats. I'm a yapper. I go on Twitch because I know that there's a lot less social rules that I have to follow because it's not as like a one-on-one reciprocal with like someone else talking. But I do enjoy what is it? I do enjoy what is it? I forgot what I was saying. I do enjoy a voice chat every now and again because I am a yapper. But yes, Jackbox is good. We did Jackbox one night. That was really fun. I will agree that we had a good fun doing Jackbox. I will eventually get around to that again. I need to host another server game night because of the holidays and feeling overwhelmed and whatever. I've really been procrastinating on it, but I will get round to it eventually. I'm trying to figure out whether we start game nights next week. I need to figure out the times with everything because I don't have any of my uni plans solidified. I can't be like, hello, 2026 announcement for what's happening on Twitch. I want to be able to make that announcement and be like, this is what's happening for the rest of the year, or at least what's happening for the next 6 months, but I can't do that until uni's, solidified my plans. I'd ruin people's voice with my ears. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? I think there's nothing wrong with your voice. I think all voices are lovely. I remember a game called You Don't Know Jack. Is that Jackbox? No, Jackbox is like a party game where it's like you participate. It's like Kahoot, but with different styles. You can take your time and wait for schedules, etc. I like getting things out as soon as possible, but I can't really force my hand. I have to wait until the uni stuff comes out. I just set up my uni plans as well. Oh yeah, I'm procrastinating on that. I was supposed to change my degree. At this point, I'm just going to enroll in my units and roll with the punches. But yeah, I have a terrible speaking voice, but interestingly enough, I can sing well. That sounds lovely. I feel like maybe you're overthinking your voice. I bet you have a wonderful voice. And then you can have the whole thought of like, she doesn't even know what I sound like. But I've never met a human who's had like a voice in which I've been like, oh, that's an icky voice. Like, I feel that about most people. Like, when I look at someone, like, there's rarely a person where I look at them and I'm like, oh, that's an icky looking human. Most of the time I look at people, I think, maybe they could get a better haircut, or maybe they can wear something different that accentuates XY feature. But I don't ever think there's a icky human in terms of how they physically are, in my opinion. My voice has been complimented a lot across the years, so I like it. It has been. Yes. I always thought that my voice was bad, but some people say it's calming. I think we overthink ourselves. I agree. I love Sam's voice. Sam's voice, in the most like weird way, it's very calming. Not as in like, I don't think talking to him would put me to sleep because I very much like listening to him speak about different things. So I don't think his voice could ever put me to sleep as in like a sleepy voice. But he does have a voice that is very like, I just woke up like this, like effortless hot guy energy voice. I also want to say that like, I feel like Sam could easily like pull off like the like morning voice boyfriend ASMR if he really wanted to. If Sam wanted to go into influencing, I could see it. I could see him being successful at influencing, and I could 100% see him being like, what do I do as like a paid service? No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I have an exclusive boyfriend ASMR channel or something like that. I think it would be very funny. Sorry, I just caressed the mic with my leg. I actually have sound sensitivity, so I'm always curious about how people sound. That's how I feel about how people look. I'm very curious about how people look because I feel like how people look very much says a lot about them as a person and how they take care of themselves, how they view themselves, etc. I really like some people's voices. Same. I really like some people's voices as well. I think my voice is very generic. What makes a voice generic? I think this is a bad time to mention Sam is my dead name. Oh shit. This is really awkward. Shit. We have a Sam in chat. I adore my Sam. Shoot. Oh damn, then I'm a bad person. Laughs. I don't look that good. What do you mean? What do you mean in regards to that? I feel like there is very few humans who look awful without like some things that are changeable. I'm sorry, I can't change. It's been my name for a hot minute. I'm no longer Sam the Onion Man. Don't worry, there is another Sam who can take up the Sam mantle. When one Sam goes, another Sam spawns. That is the way of the world. I'm Ali, the Banana Brigade president. I love that. Yes, you always remind people to get their potassium. Sam is awesome. I like the same. Samantha Carter. Samantha Carter? I feel like sometimes I just miss out references from chat. I'm sitting here like, I don't know what's happening. But, you know, I'm here for the ride anyway. I feel like flopping over. Perhaps it is a good time to end in like 2 minutes. Oh, Stargate, I see. I'm not very up to date with media. Like, my friend is making me watch Star Wars for the first time soon. And, like, I'm very out of it. So I'm very excited to discover new media. No, it's actually, I like you more for it. It's actually cool to see a good Sam. I like my Sam. My Sam is really cool. My Sam is, like, the best yearner. He's very silly. Although he looks like one of those guys who's, like, kind of angsty and stuff. He's angsty and poetic and then also silly. My Sam is my favorite Sam. I know another Sam, and not to say I have beef with this Sam, but this Sam keeps popping up on my FYP shirtless, and I'm kind of sick of it. I'm pro, like, body confidence, but also I don't want to see your shirtless body. Like, you know the people you see or grew up with, and it's like, I don't want to see you try to have sex appeal on my FYP, like that energy. It's very awkward and odd. Like, I don't think he knows I see it because I don't like anything, but, like, I suppose that's how people feel about me, but not in the sex appeal way, in the, like, they see me on the FYP, because I've had a few friends accidentally stumble across me like that, or, like, on my Instagram, so yeah. I'm a hypocrite, I'm angsty and poetic. Can I be your favorite Allison? Of course you can be my favorite Allison. Stargate is a relatively new franchise, not as old as Star Trek or Star Wars, but the last entrance to the franchise was 20 years ago, so roughly 20 years ago. I see. Yeah, I feel like I'm really missing out on a lot of things, like, in terms of media. Like, I haven't watched Star Wars, I haven't watched a lot of the Marvel movies. I'm just feeling really behind in terms of a lot of media, but also I feel like I don't have the energy to catch up with it. Also, I think we're going to wrap up stream here for this evening. I am going to say goodbye to everyone. What day is today? I will be back on Tuesday, and I will be having a Tuesday 10 a.m. stream, AWST, so Australian Western Standard Time. I will be, I will be on the Discord if you need me. I will be a yapper there. If you would like to eventually get round to DMing me, I need to get a bit more of a feel for who you are and know a bit more about you. It does feel very odd to be like, how old are you? Where are you from? But, like, I really need that for my own social context. So yes, I hope everyone has a good evening, and I will be back on Tuesday / if you're really active in the Discord, I will be there, trust. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good evening, and Nick, I hope you've chosen someone to raid. Oh, okay. Choose someone good. Please don't choose anyone creepy or weird or like that one guy who was crashing out on Valorant. Anyway, thank you, and I hope everyone has a good evening.